You got your own vlog going on here?
Yep.
Like, subscribe, and comment. That's right.
This is Rob Van Dam, and you're watching Cold TV. Bam.
Greetings and salutations, everybody, and welcome to a very special WrestleMania 41 prediction show. It is the most wonderful time of year. WrestleMania week is upon us. The showcase of immortals, the granddaddy of them all, is finally here. It's like Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving, and every other holiday rolled into one for us professional wrestling fans. I'm XLJ, the OG, and I am joined here by a cavalcade of amazing people. First up, we've got my other brother from my other mother, one Michael J. Duplessis. How you doing, buddy?
Good. How you doing, fam?
Doing awesome. Just ready for WrestleMania, my friend. And, of course, we got the very beautiful, the very talented Chrissy Tina. How are you?
I'm doing good, babies. How are y'all?
Oh, we're doing magnificent. And down below me, you see him, the beautiful, beautiful man himself, the American Cream Dream, Husky Rhodes. How you doing, buddy?
What's up, dude? I just watched the I'm Your Huckleberry, and it made me miss Steer In so much.
Yes, sir.
Dude,
Yes.
When I come back in July, I'm getting them onion rings, baby.
Oh,
Woo, Lord, those are good.
Like, hit me up. We're gonna make that happen, brother.
Yes, sir.
Yep, and you can catch a replay of that on Huckleberry here on Cold TV. Gosh, I already doing Plug-a-Palooza even before we get to all the intros done. I love it. And of course, we would not be able to complete this WrestleMania prediction show without our tribal queen, Breigh. How are you, Breigh?
Oh, I'm tired, but I'm hanging in there.
Yes. Well, we are so glad that you all are joining us here. It is the most wonderful time of year. It is WrestleMania. And it's crazy to think it's already here. Like, it just, like, there's something special about WrestleMania week. It's like being that kid on Christmas Eve, only it's all week long. So excited, not only for WrestleMania, of course, but all the festivities. And like, there is so much stuff. I swear every year they just keep adding more and more stuff. I mean, WWE has a ton of stuff, but I think every independent company that works in the West Coast is practically putting on a show during WrestleMania weekend in Vegas. So excited. It is amazing. It is glorious. But what it's all about, of course, is the showcase of immortals. It's all about WrestleMania. And this year, coming to you from beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm so excited because this Vegas, I've always considered my home away from home. And I think this is long overdue that WrestleMania goes to Vegas. Because, I mean, it just seems like Vegas seems like one of those towns where it's like it is a WrestleMania town. I mean, it's crazy to think WrestleMania 9 was the last time we had, I had to mention it once, a WrestleMania in Las Vegas. Before we get too deep in here and breaking down these matches, how excited are you all about this year's WrestleMania?
I have a few gripes about it.
I think I know one of
You're
them.
just mad because that piece of crap theory is not on the card, and that's
Don't you dare call him
Ready with the shit talk.
It's been less than 10 minutes.
I actually had two gripes. One was that why does Chelsea Green not have a match?
That's a good point.
Yeah, what the fuck?
also.
And then why Austin Theory does not have a match. That's my two gripes.
Oh, with all due respect, I'm with you on the Chelsea Green one for sure. Like, yeah, that just
Chelsea Green not having a match, and I'm also upset that Carmelo doesn't have a match.
Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen,
They'll
all
probably
this
stick
is
him in Battle
unfortunate.
Royal.
All this is unfortunate, truly it is. But at the end of the day, Punk has a main event on night one, and that's all I really care about at this point, if I'm gonna be real fucking honest. And when I talk about like only thing I care about, I mean also including Jonathan Felix Anthony Cena's fucking last WrestleMania match. Because man, call me petty, I'm sorry, but like I want more Cena in my Cena final run, in my Cena world tour. And how many times have we seen that man since Rumble?
Like
4
3 times, I think. Yeah, 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, and please don't talk about the dude with the cock sword on his chest.
Oh,
If you are gonna also do the same thing,
That went over my head for a minute, but now I got it.
I think Husky got it.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
you. I got you.
that
Yeah.
was
Yeah, but Phil Brooks is long overdue. Do I agree with everything that man does? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. His one saving grace is AJ Mendez. Dear Lord. But yeah, like this man has been able to affect generations of wrestlers. He is now the gorilla position. He is now somewhat a suit. And does everyone vibe with Punk? No, but it's kind of undoubtable and undeniable that he deserves this spot for what he's contributed to the wrestling community, the wrestling world. So despite how you feel about Philip Brooks, I'm very excited that Punk has the main event on night one.
It's a fascinating story, really. Not only with his story, but like just all the elements, the combustible elements in that one. And we're going to talk about that, but let's get right into it. And let's talk about night one, which I got a feeling this is going to kick off Mania this year. I think this is how you should do it. It's the Ring General Gunther defending the World Heavyweight Championship against the Royal Rumble winner, main event, Jey Uso. How do you all feel about going into this one? Because I feel like we had a lot of momentum and we kind of lost a little bit of momentum, but I feel like we're back on track. Are you excited for this one? Lukewarm?
I'm very excited. I'm very excited for this match. I think this match is going to be a sleeper.
I do too. I think the story they've told has been very interesting. I think building Gunther up is just I mean, he's been an unstoppable force to begin with, but I like also too how they're presenting him as like you know what? You can talk it up all you want, Gunther. There's flaws in your game too. And I think Jey Uso's finally kind of like he said, I'm not afraid of you anymore. I mean, that's kind of, if you look back last year, that's kind of what happened with Sammy. But this one's been an interesting road to get there, but I've enjoyed it, and especially that beatdown with Jimmy, man. Holy shit.
Crazy work.
That was brutal. But here we are, Gunther and Jey Uso for the World Championship. How do you think this one's all going down, folks?
Yeet.
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 4 letters, 1 word. Yeet.
I mean, yeah, like they really have no choice. They really don't have a choice but to give it to Jey. But then they've also painted themselves in a corner where it's like both of them losing would legitimately do damage because Gunther wasn't being taken seriously not that many weeks ago. And it took that beatdown to Jimmy to kind of get everyone back on track. And then to not make Jey seem like a punk and bitch out, he had to do what he did last week. And now they're both at a point where a loss would completely deflate the last 2 to 3 weeks worth of builds for both of them. I feel like they definitely kind of just forgot about them and then just shot everything off at once instead of layering it between the both of them. I know we don't like 50-50 booking here, but like a little bit more widespread as opposed to both of them jettisoning up at the same time. Because now if Gunther loses, what happens with him is very similar to what you said, XL, about last year with Sammy. It's, again, I'm not afraid of you. Gunther loses, and then we're at square one. Or all this stuff for main event Jey Uso, who's technically not the main event, for him to lose, it's just going to go back to him being a catchphrase. So I'm more interested to see whoever wins, what they're going to do in the upcoming months to make sure that both of these gentlemen keep heat.
I think if Jey Uso loses, it hurts him more than Gunther. If you get the belt off of Gunther, he had a good run. It's not the end of the world. I mean, I think what you do is they probably, but then again, it's going to depend on what happens night 2 as well. Like if, and I'm not saying this is going to happen because we're going to talk about it, but if Cody walks out champion, I mean, he needs some monster heel to feud with. So, I mean, Gunther could be that guy, so. But I think at the end of the day, it's like, here's my thoughts on this. If this truly is what kicks off WrestleMania weekend, and if this is what's the opening match on Saturday night, which I think it will be, they want to start off with a positive moment. And it doesn't get more positive than Jey Uso getting his moment and everybody in Vegas yeeting. So I'm going with Jey Uso. I think he's walking out the champ.
If Gunther wins the opening match of night 1, it's going to kill the vibe for the whole weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they have toyed around with Jey Uso for how long now at this point? He's had how many title matches against Gunther and lost all of them?
Yeah.
And if they don't pull the trigger, they're just shooting themselves in the foot.
And I hate to say this about Jay, but he can win that title. It doesn't have to be a long run.
That's true.
Yeah.
He can have that rematch at Backlash.
Give him his Mania moment.
Yeah, it's detrimental that Jey Uso walks out the World Heavyweight Champion at WrestleMania. Not only for him, but for us, I think, as well, just because we all, this is like, you talk about like stories, Cody's story last year. This is something we've been wanting for a long time as main event Jey Uso to be a world champion. And I think
very much Kofi Mania-esque.
Yeah, in a sense, yeah.
Give the man more than 8 seconds, MJ.
Yeah.
Touche.
Yeah. Yes. So, but like I say, I think this is going to be. Mike said this best. I think this is going to be a sleeper one. You don't sleep on it because I think it's going to over deliver. I think is this matchup between these two. Oh, let's talk about this one. Naomi against Jade Cargill. This big grudge match has been building for months now. Of course, in the Elimination Chamber, we found out that Naomi was, in fact, the one who jumped Jade all those several months ago and put her out of action. That beatdown at Elimination Chamber, I still got goosebumps thinking about it. When she came out and just the way that went down, she beat the fuck out of Naomi. Like, she just did not let up on her ass. But what I really love about this too is they have been killing it, the build for this. And the thing is, they haven't even been given a lot of time. And this is probably one of the more infested matches, I feel like, of the weekend for me. It's like, I am highly intrigued by this one. What do y'all think about Naomi and Jade?
I'm incredibly excited. This is, I think, the first women's match on Mania that's not title based, or is it the first Women of Colors match? Or both?
I think it's the first. Okay, so I think it's the first singles women's matchup, because they have had other singles matchups for championships, and they've had the stupid gimmick like bra and pants.
Yeah, non-gimmick match.
But this is just a pure match, and yeah. I can't be happy enough for these two women. Swear to God, they're both so ridiculously talented, insanely slept on. No matter how you feel about Jade Cargill and how she was when she came into the company, she did her due diligence. She did what all the marks say to do, is to go back to the PC and train. You should train before you come up. And that's exactly what she did. And people got mad at her for doing that. And sometimes you just can't make people happy, but damn it, these two women deserve this spot. Naomi has been here for so long, should have had so many more title holds under her belts at this point. And for this spotlight to be on both of them is incredibly, incredibly volatile, just for the importance of the women's division, whether it be singles or tag or whatever else, just knowing that there can be a story-based match between the women and have that be enough. And I'm going to cry when I see the gear. These are probably some of the best in the game to do it. When she came out with the Kill Bill gimmick when she came out with the all white outfit, like down to the fingertips, and then the blood drip coming down it. Naomi, I think it was last week with the razor blades.
That was psycho. That was crazy.
Oh my God, like I almost threw up like from excitement. Like it was insane. And the work that this match is going to contain is going to be absolutely phenomenal. They're both incredibly athletic. Not only is Jade strong, but I feel like Naomi doesn't get enough credit for just how strong she is as well. So I expect there to be a lot of high fly spots. I expect there to be a lot of bench press spots. And I really think that this is going to be the sleeper match of the entire night, top to bottom.
Good.
This is going to be it for me. I'm very excited.
That's the beautiful thing about night one, I think, is there is several matches that are sleeper matches on this show that could steal the show easily. And you're right. This is definitely one of them for sure. And I just want to say this. You mentioned something earlier, like about to you, the IWC. Like if y'all think Jade Cargill is green, you need to touch some fucking grass is what you need to do. She's not green. Jade Cargill is shit. And number two, you wouldn't tell that to her fucking face, you chicken shits.
No, they won't.
Like Jade Cargill is killing it. Everything she's done. Her promos are phenomenal. Like in-ring is great. She is a physical specimen. So get the fuck over it. Quit critiquing her and give her the acknowledgement and credit that she fucking deserves. Sorry, I had to do that because I just like I hear this shit. I'm just like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, what are you watching?
No,
like,
it's well said.
Yeah. We're not watching the same thing, apparently. Like, just get out of mom's basement, put the fucking Fritos down, and go touch some grass, motherfuckers. Anyways.
Have you ever talked to a woman in real life? Because it sounds like you've never talked to a woman in real life.
No. Anyways, the fucking IWC marks. No, this matchup, though, it's going to be dope. I'm so pumped for it. But I think the question here is, we got to ask, like, who's winning? Who's walking out? Because, I mean, I honestly, this is 50-50 on this one for me. Like, I could see this going either way.
Yeah, it really
Mike,
could.
you got a winner?
Actually, no. Because I think this could end up in a no contest.
Really?
You think they just go fucking ham and just beat the shit
Beat each
out of
other
each
the
other
fuck
so
up until the
much?
refs break it up.
Wow.
Interesting. Christy, what about you?
I think it also doesn't end in a regular way. I think it ends in a disqualification. And I think it's a returning Asuka coming to aid Naomi. Because if you pay attention to Asuka's Instagram, it's been a lot of recent posts, a lot of relevant posts, a lot of coming back, coming home situations. And yeah, they have a past together as a tag team. Naomi absolutely adores Asuka, vice versa. And especially if they're gonna try and tie Jade back to Bianca, it would make due diligence for Naomi to have a heater as well. And it would be kind of almost expected for Asuka to go back to Damage Control. So why not mix it up a little bit more and have her in this kind of dynamic? Especially because if they're going to do more with Naomi, you could do worse than learning from Asuka, for God's sakes, you know? So I really feel like that could be a really cool dynamic to see. But if we're going to go like regular, I think Naomi can afford to eat the loss. I don't think Jade can.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with what you're saying there, but I think at the end of the day, I think Naomi's going to win this. I just got a feeling she like you say, she's going to do some chicken shit heel tactics to win this one, but I think she walks out with the W. I don't think it's a DQ. I think she actually gets the win. And I think you've got a good chance here for Naomi to go over and Jade Cargill getting over. I think that's exactly what's going to happen in this matchup. I think this is Jade Cargill's coming out party, and WWE is going to be at WrestleMania. Breigh, what do you think about this one?
I was going back and forth because I could see either one of them winning, but you guys all brought up really good points. I think Jade's going to come out on top.
All right. And Husky, what about you, my friend?
I think I'm going to go Jade as well on this. By no means is this over if Jade wins. I think they're going to drag this out for a hot minute. But I do really like that Asuka mention.
Yeah, that's an interesting.
I didn't even put that together, but I
didn't either, yeah.
really dig that.
I also just miss her
Like
so much.
I need the
Likewise.
Empress of Tomorrow back.
Please.
Yeah. But this is definitely, I think, going to be one of the highlights for the weekend for sure. Is going to be this matchup with Jade and Naomi. All right, up next, a battle of the greatest luchadors going today. It's Rey Mysterio against the great El Grande Americano, straight from the Gulf of America.
Racism. XL, I love you so much as a Latin person. Watch it.
Racism.
Watch it.
Fucking crazy. Like, why? How are we? What?
Montez Ford, Angelo Dawkins, Carmelo Hayes. I'd take Trick Williams at this point. Like, just anyone.
Why can't we just do Chad Gable? Like, does he need this?
And honestly, you couldn't have picked the worst. Like, give me back Ready Willie and Gable. Give me back Chad with the towel. I wanted to smash Chad with the towel. I'm dry for El Americano. Like, honestly, like Desert Sahara.
That was a wild sentence.
Like,
that was
That's
a wild
getting
sentence.
like that weird dude from Kill Bill that just had the bottle of fucking petroleum jelly on him for some reason. Like that bad. Are you fucking kidding me? And then you choose to, like, this man in every era of his career is a Mount Rushmore unto himself. I absolutely adore Rey Mysterio. I've cried for Rey Mysterio on this channel before. You got the audacity to link this dude with this motherfucker here? Like, what? Like, this. And then also, just for my own personal hell, the motherfucker who also said that Puerto Rico was an island of garbage is hosting your roast after Mania Night 2.
Oh God, don't even get me started on that motherfucker.
Like, do y'all just hate my people? Do y'all just hate Latin people? What's going on? I mean, to just say it with your chest at this point. Say it to my face, please.
In this
and
day
you know
and
he's
age,
gonna win. We all, let's be honest here.
Yeah.
Send the crowd home happy. Halfway through the fucking show. Sorry, I just had a mental breakdown.
In this day and age, I don't understand why we're doing this. Like, I thought we were done with this. Like,
you know what this is a retelling of?
What's that?
This is a retelling of the Vince McMahon, Hulk Hogan, Mr. America storyline.
Fucking Mr. Patriot, whatever the fuck his name was.
Jesus
Mr.
Christ.
America, God, why?
This is literally a retelling of that storyline.
This is
someone who didn't say the N-word.
This is what needs to happen, I think, in this one.
Like, Chad's gonna get unmasked. Ray's winning this match.
Thank you. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what has to happen here. Because this can't. Okay, we talk about stuff going on. This needs to be done. The fact that this is at Wrestle, I feel bad for Chad Gable too, just because it's like he's so fucking good. He doesn't need this.
He really doesn't.
This is the old man booking 101 right here. Like, this is like, what the fuck are we doing?
Someone fucking agrees with me. This is Vince McMahon booking 101.
Like, I don't get it.
What I feel like is legitimately what everyone here has said is like the Hulk Hogan gimmick, but it feels like how Disney does their remakes just to get the licensing back. It's Triple H redoing the other gimmicks with people who haven't assaulted and or said bad words.
Facts.
Just so they can market it again and be able to show it on Rewind, on Peacock, and also Netflix that doesn't have everything, apparently.
Yeah.
You know, like they want to be able to resell their branding and their best storylines. That's why they're doing fucking Paul Heyman on a pole match between fucking Roman and Punk. Like they're just redoing their best shticks so they can get the licensing back for it again and use it for another 100 years. And cross their fingers that Chad Gable doesn't have like, like Yahtzee symbols in his basement, like fingers crossed this time.
For real. I really wish that they would have brought back the fucking Judy Bagwell on a forklift gimmick for Paul Heyman.
Yes.
Or
Or
I
no,
would've
the
died.
shark cage. When
Yes.
they Chris Jericho in the
shark
shark
cage.
cage, they need to put Paul Heyman in the shark
Put the
cage.
walrus in the shark cage.
Paul Heyman has a bad history of being up high. Let's not do that. He has hurt himself multiple times being stuck
Poor
up.
Oh yeah, he's
Paul
fucked himself
Heyman.
up bad a couple of times.
Between cages and scaffolds, let's not put Paul up high.
I'm not going up there. Fuck
oh my God, we
No,
unlocked
no.
another one. That was
Tell him the
perfect.
Booker the
That was the
day-
first time I've ever tried to do a Paul Heyman.
Honestly, that wasn't bad. It gave a little see, like
That's
Scratch our mark
seriously.
situation, just a little
But-
bit, but it,
I mean, Paul told a Booker the day of a scaffold match, "I'm scared of heights. I'm not going up there." Yeah,
yeah, that whole thing where Vince was like, I wouldn't expect my wrestler to do it unless I did it myself. Paul said, "No, you get on the fucking zip line. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that."
Eat my dick, you old fuck.
But yeah,
But
like
no.
I want if we're talking, you know what, Jared, this should have been on my fantasy booking match. Not only do I want him to be unmasked, I want every Mexican wrestler in the back to come out and beat his ass with the flag on his staff. Like that's what I want.
Yeah.
are we including the guy who's pretending to be Latino that's actually Filipino?
They're still Spanish and Filipino, so yes, that counts.
Okay,
There you go.
it's just my favorite thing-
Colonization, but still.
But
It's
I
just
just
my
love that-
favorite
I
thing to
just
bring
love
up
that
that he's Filipino and white, and he's got
I
that
love that.
OWO
I love that
tattoo.
interview when they're getting tattooed. And he's like, I don't know why I'm getting this. I'm Asian.
I do appreciate that he basically asked permission.
Yeah,
And they were like,
it was
"Yeah, you're
"Hey,
fine."
is this okay?
is this okay? I can be here, right?
It's
Is
not
this all
exactly like, like Jared getting like the Nation of Domination fist tattooed on his chest. I feel like that would be a whole different
Yeah.
situation.
right? I don't think I would do that. Yeah.
I feel like this is more safe.
Mhm.
Like if I can just get invited to the barbecue, I'm good. That's all I need.
He's like, I know my place. I'm bringing a store-bought cake and plates and
Yeah.
forks. Like I
Yeah.
know, I know,
Yeah.
I know.
I will bring the solo cups. What any cult cutlery you need? I'm good. Yeah, I'm your guy for that. Anyways, no, I do. I like this needs to get nipped in the butt. Rey Mysterio needs this to win this. Unmask Americano. Go back to doing because I didn't think what they were doing in American Made was that bad. I didn't.
No,
it
it
wasn't
wasn't.
stale or anything, in my opinion.
It
No,
wasn't at all. It was.
No,
And I was
perfectly fine.
thoroughly excited when Gable went to did the vignette and like
Yeah.
like what that could have been and the fact that led to this. It's like, oh fuck,
yeah,
this
no,
is
this storyline and this faction took a weird right turn, and I
Yeah.
used the word right. in
Yeah,
it.
I was gonna say I like the use of right turn,
Yeah.
right.
but
Yo, they done
Oh,
pulled
shark
Ivy
right.
Nile and the Chase brothers into this, man.
like, dude, why are you doing that to Brutus Creed?
Yeah,
That's my boy. Like, why? You're making him a Nazi sympathizer? Get the fuck out of here with this shit.
Yeah,
It's like if
This is
Kronk
very
from
weird.
Emperor's New Groove was racist.
Right,
God, yo,
God.
right.
Oh Jesus H Christ.
why is Chad Gable being Kronk actually making sense? I hate it.
God.
But I'm picking Ray to win this. Like we need to because if he doesn't and this continues on, I think it could kill Chad Gable's career. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Like please don't. Like I
Yeah.
like Gable.
Because, like, I'm sorry, wasn't there an Italian man playing like a Muslim during like 9/11 era situations?
Oh yeah, Muhammad
Uh,
Hassan.
Mr.
Yeah, yeah.
Muhammad
Muhammad
Hassan.
Yeah, is Homeboy getting booked?
Yeah.
He does. He books every once in a while. He has a high school principal.
I could totally see
What a
Chad Gable
wild
being a high
fucking
school
career
principal.
God forbid those kids find YouTube clips.
He's
God.
actually in Michigan. If I'm
That
not
would be
mistaken.
like
Bree.
that would be like
Yeah.
if Bree's daughter found out that like her teacher
Ma.
was like Victoria.
Comes home one day and like my principal's Muhammad Hassan. Oh dear
Oh
God.
no, we're switching schools.
That's it, kids.
Now I gotta find what school that is. I'm
Just
actually
look
curious.
this up. So Mike, you think Ray's walking out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Chrissy?
He better be.
Yes, I think I think it's unanimous. Y'all agree, right, Ray?
This match better
Yeah.
be 15 fucking seconds
If it
long.
wasn't Ray, again, it's like if
Oh.
Jay didn't win, it would kill the mood.
Yeah.
So ironically, he's from Michigan, but he's a high school principal in Hannibal, New York.
Hannibal.
That just sounds terrible. That just sounds like a nightmare upon a nightmare. Like, no.
What the hell type of name is town? Who would
He is
call
also
a town?
he's also the director of human resources for the Fulton City School District.
The fuck?
Man, they really don't run background checks, huh?
No, they
No.
do not.
Shout out to Mr. Copatelli. Oh,
Mr.
that's
Copatelli,
hilarious.
what's this 4-year gap on your resume? Oh, nothing.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Well, there's a couple championship matches on night one of WrestleMania, and let's talk about this one. For the tag team titles, it's the War Raiders defending against the New Day. I think this is another one. Don't
very
sleep on it.
excited for this
I
match.
think this is a great. I love that we're just getting a traditional tag team matchup for the tag team titles. That's not a multi-person ladder. Which don't get me wrong, those are great and all, but I just love that. Like, okay, we got a story with this one, because I mean, the New Day is the New Day. We know. I mean, the New Day is one of the most decorated tag teams, but this is a newer version of the New Day. This is these heels New Day that we're seeing now, and then you've got the War Raiders, who I've always loved those guys from ROH days and New Japan and stuff. And I feel like finally kind of getting what they're rightfully due, like with this run they've had. I think this is one, once again, I think it's another one that it could possibly steal the show. I think this is going to showcase the greatness of tag team wrestling, which, let's call spade a spade, in the WWE hasn't been that great, other than, SmackDown's been doing some cool stuff, but it just seems like tag team wrestling always goes through cycles and gets put on the back burner. But I am genuinely excited about this one. What about you all?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
also very excited about this. I know who's also going to be very excited about that is the kingpin, a big man, Brian Malona, since 3 of his fellow trainees in the Northeast area are in this match.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Brian's going to be really, really stoked for this one. I am too. I'm a huge fan of the War Raiders ever since like the War Machine days in Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
Like the shit that Ivar can do when he's the size of a fridge is unreal.
Yeah.
The fact that the bigger dude in the team is the high flyer is crazy.
Oh, yeah.
And as much as, dirtbag heels they are right now, I can't help but love the New Day. I can't help it.
It's been good.
I am an Austin Creed mark, big time. Because he's friends with my friend Peterson, and they meet up at Dragon Con all the time in Atlanta.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah, he always dresses like Devon Dudley, and Creed always finds him, and he's just like, I need a picture. Every year.
That's awesome.
But this match is going to go buck wild. This is one of my matches that I was looking forward to this weekend.
Yeah.
Because I know they're going to go all out.
Yeah, this one is going to be, I think it's just going to be a classic tag team match, man.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. I'm so hyped for that. Breigh, what about you? What do you think on this one?
I think this is probably going to be one of the better matches of the night because they have had so many matches over the years together, like when they were the Viking Raiders, like all these name changes. Doesn't matter. They always put on banger matches. I think the tag teams, they both have great chemistry, and I think it's a sleeper match.
Yeah. Chrissy, what do you think?
Does no one remember that at the end of last year, beginning of this year, we legitimately cared about the New Day and what was going to happen with Big E, and there could have been a possible Big E return, and all that happened, and then like no one, like this is not where I wanted New Day for Mania. This is not where I wanted New Day for Mania. And don't get me wrong, I figured that New Day was going to have a tag match at Mania. I just wanted there to be more fanfare and grandiose spectacle around it. This is probably some of the best character work, heel or otherwise, that either of these gentlemen have ever done. I broke my neck, so what was wild. It's still burned into my brain. Like fuckboy slut Xavier Woods with like his slutty little gold chains and his like kind of see-through cashmere sweaters. All about it. The fact that they both now have Majin M tattoos on them, signifying the turn, which we love a good Dragon Ball reference. But yeah, like with what was going on only but 4 or 5 months ago for these two gentlemen, for them to kind of have we had to have the tag champions here somewhere. Like that's what it kind of feels for them. And both of these teams deserve so much more than that. Like we were saying, Viking War Raider Machine Experience is probably one of the better teams that have come out of NXT. And just for them to also kind of just get washed away really hurt, especially with how amazing they were in NXT. So this match is the match that I'm afraid of being 15 seconds long. If we're going to be honest, I feel like WWE, just to hurt my feelings personally, is going to make that Ray match a 45-minute freaking like TMC classic. And this is going to go the ways of Kofi and Brock. And this is the match that needs to go like a workhorse amount long. This needs to go 15, 20 minutes. And I really hope if they did nothing, that they at least give these gentlemen their time. Because they're all amazing workers.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but I just don't know. I got a feeling they're gonna get plenty of time on Mania. I think they're gonna get their just due deserved. But who is walking out with the gold in Mania? To me, I think the New Day is walking out with the belts.
Same.
Agreed.
Not I.
Oh, you think War Raiders?
You're the minority.
Because of Big E.
Ooh, if that moment happens, I will fly down to Georgia and I will give you fellatio, my friend, whether you want it or not.
That took a turn.
Most action I've had in a long time, baby.
I will book my flight from Vegas and back. I'll make a pit stop in Georgia. Give me 5 minutes or less.
Right?
5 minutes.
I'll make it worth your while, baby.
Oh my god.
This is getting clipped, right?
This turned into a different direction here.
But I would love if that happened, obviously. Yeah, that would be pretty dope. I would love to see Big E in some capacity involved in this. Would be wonderful. Breigh, what do you think?
Oh, this is another tough one, but I think it's gonna go to the New Day, and they're gonna have a WrestleMania moment, which they've had before, but I think it's gonna go to them.
Yeah. I think at the end of the day, like the top tag team on Monday Night Raw that everybody's talking about, it's the New Day. I mean, and this is New Day with like a fresh coat of paint that they so desperately needed. So, but I would love it, man. Gosh, now that's in my head. Like somehow Big E gets involved in this one.
I can see it now, dude. He hits the flying elbow. 1, 2. It's a new day. Yes, it is. And everybody freaks the fuck out.
Oh my god!
But what if
he doesn't get in the ring, but he comes out in gear.
Oh.
But what if he came out with old Francesca?
Oh
shit!
That would be like you don't even. All you hear is
trombone.
That would be amazing.
What I want him to come out is to his old theme song. I don't need 3, I need 5.
Yeah,
I would love so hard
with the lion on the like Biggie right before he joined New Day.
Biggie Langston.
Yeah. Oh my god. Give me IC champ Biggie Langston back. Holy,
that'd be dope.
Please.
That'd be dope. Make it happen, Pop H. Make it happen. Well, speaking of other,
why are you always posting drinking games? Why are you always every pay-per-view? You have to post a drinking game.
I do not.
Say anything about drinking games.
What's happening?
Look in the PW60 chat.
Oh, about a drinking game, WrestleMania.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I will say for night one for me, I'm at like a watch party in Paris, and it's like bottomless drinks. So, and I somehow got to make sure I make it to the clusterfuck though that night. So hopefully I don't get too white girl wasted, but we'll see.
We're gonna be getting a lot of slurred voice notes.
I love you guys. So
I love you
much.
guys so fucking much.
Goddamn, Jacob Fatu got robbed. Goddamn.
If you're gonna go to the clusterfuck drunk, you
It's
have
a
to get a
possibility, and
you're
not
gonna
that ain't the
have-
only thing I'm gonna maybe.
We're gonna be seeing him on camera, just shithouse drunk, just yeah.
You
I'm
need
so
to give
concerned.
Joey Chinoa your phone to send us a voice note.
Somehow I got to do a vlog on it too, so that'd be really fucking interesting.
Oh
but we'll
god,
see.
that vlog is gonna be.
Ooh,
Like, why the fuck is it just shots of your feet, dude?
Yeah,
Anyway.
Excel, just do yourself a favor, watch it all the way through before you send it.
Well, obviously, yeah. Let's talk about this one. The United States Championship is on the line as LA Knight defends against Jacob Fatu. Man, this is kind of weird to me. Because, like, this is LA Knight's not in the spot I thought he would be at this year's WrestleMania. Because, like, I think this all seems like, okay, here you go, Jacob. This is for the last year because you've been fucking killing it. Like, that's what this feels like, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is set up for Jacob Fatu to just run through LA Knight and get a championship. Which,
I mean, they got to make the bloodline important again somehow because, man, since they lost, it's been death.
Yeah.
It's been graveyard shift. It's been dark. Like, what happened? The most imposing, important force in WWE, and you really just proved to me that Solo couldn't hold the candle by himself. Now they're trying to put the championship on Jacob to save it, I guess. Because Tama's great, but you sold him as a tag team, and now Tonga's gone. Been gone. Maybe shouldn't come back. Who knows?
the thing of it is, I think when this all like was being booked and presented itself, I think everybody knew. Yeah, they already knew Jacob Fatu is going to be the star, the breakout star of this. Because I mean, Jacob Fatu is like one of those once in a lifetime competitors. I mean, you give that man a mic, he's fucking money. Put him in the ring, he's fucking money. This man can do death-defying things that a man his size should not be capable of doing. And he just looks like a bad motherfucker when he does this stuff. Like, and the fact of the matter, I wouldn't want to mess with Jacob Fatu. Shit.
No.
Shit, are you kidding me? Look at him. Like, he's just gonna fuck your shit up.
That man done prison time. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
ain't no way.
But this just feels I feel bad for LA Knight, you know, because I mean, you know, you look at WrestleMania last year, it was kind of like his first kind of big breakout. Like he had a feud with AJ Styles, he got over, you know. He was featured there as like in the ring with Cody when he was celebrating as like one of the top stars and stuff. And it's just like I don't know. The booking to me of LA Knight this past year has just been kind of weird. I feel like, you know.
I agree.
I mean, he still stayed relevant, of course, but I think that he had a lot of momentum, and then it just kind of was like, okay, I don't know what the fuck to do with you. Well, we'll put the U.S. title on you, but now here we are again. I mean, this is I'm fully convinced Jacob Fatu. If any match I was the 100% like knew what the outcome would be, it's this one for me. Like Jacob Fatu is walking out the U.S. champion. I can't see LA Knight walking out with with that belt. Right?
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
they've built Jacob Fatu up so much so fast.
In less than a
that
year.
In less than a year, he's already going for a single title. Like if they don't pull the trigger on him, it's like what are we doing here, guys? Like he already did what people were scared of, and that's overshadow Solo.
Yeah.
And he did that right out of the gate. People saw him in the ring that haven't seen him in any of the indie stuff. They're like, oh shit, he's way better than everybody else in this.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And and the person I feel the worst for in the entire bloodline is Tama Tonga. You went from a gorilla of destiny to a lapdog.
It goes.
That makes
Yeah.
noises.
Don't make fun of Donnie from the Wild Thornberries, guys. Okay?
He is the kid from Wild Thornberries.
I will say
combat.
I like it when he does that though.
Miss Rachel shouted him out. Like
That's
Holy shit, that's
fire.
crazy.
Real.
That's awesome.
And we love, I don't even have kids, and we love Miss Rachel in this house.
My niece
up.
watches her all the time. Yeah, it's a thing.
She shouted out Tomatonga. That's beautiful.
I also
But-
had this.
go ahead.
I was gonna say about Jacob. It's crazy that a little over a year ago, I had met him at a GCW show here.
I was
For
like,
him and
that
Phil
just
Albert.
came up in your Facebook memories. You like
Yeah,
just posted
yeah, they
that.
were a tag team, and I got to meet Jacob after the show, and he gave us. I wish I had the card like right by me. He was passing out a bunch of free cards, signed cards, and it was
Damn.
probably one of the nicest wrestlers I've ever met.
Yeah.
Just
I
being-
remember last year he was supposed to be on the clusterfuck as part of the Punjabi prison match. He was supposed to be teaming with Scylla. And then he got pulled, of
so
course,
good.
because he signed with WWE. But yeah, it's crazy just to think the trajectory of where he has went, and rightfully so. And I mean, he deserves this. He definitely this is cool. He's going to get a WrestleMania moment,
Mhm.
and then he's going to walk out as a singles champion. So
I also do appreciate that Jacob is so girly pop that he gave out K-pop photo cards for free at the indie
Yeah,
show that
I have
Breigh
to
was.
find- I have
That's
to find them.
amazing.
He for real, dude. That's amazing.
yeah. But now this, you mentioned matches going quick. I wouldn't be shocked if this one ended up being a split.
Oh yeah, this is. Let's be honest. It's unfortunate. This is the bathroom break match for night one. We're just gonna call a spade here.
It's gonna be
I hate
maybe
it.
15 minutes.
Because there's so many good matches on this show, I think. But this is the one I'm probably least. Well, no, there's one more, which I think is next. Yep. And the mortal words of Cleavon Little, where's the white women at? Well, they're here. Tiffany Stratton and
Cleavon
Charlotte.
Little is not a name I've heard in a decade plus. My God.
You're welcome. Oh dear God in heaven. Here we are.
You can't be making fun of the grandma who's jealous of her granddaughter.
Holy shit.
First of
You're not
all,
wrong.
let's not play games like Charlotte's old. Let's not do that. Let's not.
She's
do that.
my age, motherfucker.
Yeah, let's give all of these
But
women
I
their
saw
actual
that in
just
a
fucking
meme.
due.
I saw that in a meme and I was like, that's hilarious because that's how she's acting.
Because I guarantee you, if at least for me personally, this pisses me off so much that WWE just forgets how to write for women sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Like both of these women are incredibly fucking capable. Like Tiffany was probably not one of the better heels in NXT during her time down there, during her tenure. Like Charlotte, when she's actually just let go and let loose, can't do this fucking shit. Like she's not one title defense away from beating her father, or is it two?
It'd be two, I
think
think.
she's pretty close.
I think
Yeah,
it's 16 to tie and 17 to beat him, right?
Yeah.
So
And
at
she's on 15 right now. So yeah, like
Yeah.
let's not pretend that these aren't two badass fucking bitches. It's just unfortunate that these old fucking white men in the back can't write for anything that has fucking ovaries, apparently. Like it's wild. Absolutely fucking crazy that no one prepared the newcomer in Tiffany for the Chicago crowd. You get pep talk for 3 cities. You get pep talk for fucking Chicago. You get pep talk for Philly, and you get fucking broken down for New York. They let you know what you need to do. Is Tiffany Stratton absolutely amazing? Yes. Could she be on a Mania card? Absolutely. Was her first one against Charlotte the smartest idea? Probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
Because this is the year that you needed Charlotte to regain sympathy from that leg injury. And this is the year that you needed Tiffany to be an absolute, like, fucking wrecking ball. They're not going to do that against each other. Charlotte will always be the inherent heel because, like MJ said, age will always be played against age. So because she's older, she's inherently the villain accidentally. And Tiffany is amazing, but Charlotte's fucking Charlotte. Like, she needed a little more time in the oven to bake.
Yeah. I think not only the age had an issue with it, but I think there's something about that last name that just makes people want to boo her. And the fact that she got a title match right away after coming off of the injury, just I think a lot of fans are like,
it set people off.
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean, Chrissy's hit the nail on the head because for me, this is I'm not invested in this one.
No.
Will it be a good match? Sure. I could give 2 fucks though, because the build for this has been dog shit. I'm sorry, but it's been fucking dog shit, weird, and the whole the weird shit where they went off script or whatever, like which I don't. I mean, there's a lot of people who hate Charlotte. I'm not the biggest Charlotte fan. I will admit that. But at the end of the day, folks, these are 2 human beings, and I mean, I've been through divorce. It fucking sucks. Like, I can't imagine what it's been like for Charlotte, especially the fact that like she's still like at work with her ex-husband, essentially.
Ex-husband,
it's gotta be awkward.
Yeah,
like legitimately, so many people should have known better. Like I compare Charlotte, and this is gonna be like a weird comparison, but like Charlotte kind of has like Beyonce vibes where it's like you may not like her, but you have to respect the work ethic. She may not be your style of music, but you have to respect the work ethic. You have to.
Yeah.
The writer should have known better and made sure that Tiffany was better prepared for improv.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, is that not what the fuck they cover in the PC? And I'm sorry, but like Jade got yelled at for going back to the PC for less. Tiffany botched a Mania level promo. That's you getting sent back down to Florida to get your fucking like words together. And Charlotte should have known better as the veteran in the ring at the time than to feed into it and to make it worse.
Yeah.
She had the shot when that line was said to turn the entire thing around. You saw her stare off, choke up, and then the fucking boyfriend line came out.
Yeah.
So bad that apparently both of them had to get cut off of the YouTube fucking.
Yeah, they cut it out of everything.
So neither of them were bad. And me personally, this looks worse on Charlotte because once again, she's the tenured veteran between the 2. Mm-hmm. So they would have expected Cena to turn the entire fucking segment around. And because she didn't in a similar position, she's going to get a lot of hate for that. But honestly, like Tiffany should have been better prepared. Charlotte should have been better prepared. And really, like, y'all know that your 3 hot cities are Chicago, Philly, and New York. If you can't handle a Chicago crowd, not even on the go home Raw or SmackDown before Mania, then like you might need to go back. You might need to work on some stuff a little bit more because that's light work. When the European crowd comes in, the Monday Night Raw, the SmackDown after Mania, they're going to run you out of the building. They won't let you talk. It's your job to know how to bring that back around, and both of them kind of missed the mark for me.
I think one of the biggest hiccups in this is what they have done with Tiffany in a sense of turning her babyface. Because Tiffany's, all she's done is heel. Like, she's a great heel. I think they should have approached this, have them both be fucking heel. There's nothing wrong with that. That could still work. Like, you don't necessarily have to have a definitive babyface and a definitive heel, because I'm not. What is why should I have any sympathy towards Tiffany? Like, what has she done to like be like, yeah, I'm rooting for? She hasn't done anything. I'm not buying this one. It's not working. And you're right. It has been fucked from day one. With the day just to fumble this one, unfortunately. It's going to be a great in-ring matchup, but the build has been weird. This is like, I feel like this match is going to be like, I am at fucking Starbucks waiting in line 20 minutes and the barista and Karen are just going at it about their frappalappacappy and how they've only got 6 squirts instead of 5 or whatever, you know? That's what this fucking feels like. And
First of all, frappalappacappis are delicious. Don't judge my drink, Jeremy.
Have you had one? Have you had one?
Hmm. But I as far as who's winning, I don't know. I really don't, and I don't think I care. I hate to say that, but I don't. Like I think it'll hurt Tiffany if she drops it, but I don't really fucking care. If Charlotte wins it, it's like, okay, here we go again. If it was me booking, I think I would go Tiffy. I'm gonna say Tiffany walks out, but this is one that's like I'm just so out of guys. I got no real dog in the fight in this one.
Hmm.
What about you, Husky? What are you thinking?
I have a feeling they're going to give it to Charlotte Flair.
Yeah.
I really do. I think backstage for the whole shit with that weird promo, I think they're going to Tiffany's punishment for calling out Charlotte Flair's divorces is we're taking that belt off of you at Mania now.
I could see that. But then, like, what do you do with Tiffy after that?
I don't know. Make her feud with Nia Jax again? I have no idea.
They never
Have
Make
Nia
her win
Jax.
Money in the Bank again.
You know what's bullshit about that? If they do that, let me tell you what will really piss me off about that, Husky. I'm just going to touch on this briefly. The fact that Nia Jax gets to set on Tiffy's face, and it's not my face, god damn it. Anyways, I'm sorry.
Not right. What is with this show tonight?
I didn't know where that was going.
I did.
Chrissy knew. She knows.
What's with the show tonight?
Well, it's WrestleMania, so I don't know.
We're on.
Yeah, so you think Charlotte? I could see that. Breigh, what about you?
I could see them giving it to Charlotte, but I'm just gonna go with Tiffany. I mean, I really don't care who wins it. I'm just gonna pick Tiffany.
Yeah. Chrissy?
Two things. Do we not all now regret that they gave Tiffany Money in the Bank and not Chelsea Green?
Oh, Jesus. Don't even get me
Do we
started
not remember
on
that there was a time and a space where we were all holding with bated breath, thinking it was going to be Chelsea, when in reality it should have been Chelsea in this position and Tiffany holding the U.S. Women's Championship? I feel like that would have been a better timeline. But here we are. That's one. Two, if anyone here has ever been a CW kid, you would appreciate a show called Gossip Girl.
Yes.
And I am so sorry to tell you that Blair Waldorf is going to Blair Waldorf forever. Blair Waldorf has never been a face. Blair Waldorf is either a tweener or a heel, and that is my dear sweet Tiffy time. Tiffany Stratton will always be a heel in some way, shape, or form, just more likable or not. So it's going to go, honestly, probably to Charlotte to have them tie her father, which honestly, if there's gonna be anyone to beat Rick's record, sorry for spoilers for the rest of my night, but it should be his daughter. It should be Charlotte. Honestly, if it's not gonna be Charlotte, I'd rather it be Randy to beat that record, but that's just me. That's neither here nor there. I feel like they're gonna give the title back to Charlotte, and they're gonna give Tiffany something to be the underdog against. Sometimes a career underdog is just as good as anything else. Roddy Piper, greatest to ever do it, never won a title. Tiffany already has that under her belt. She just needs more character development, just like we always wanted for Charlotte. So I really do hope that they take this mirror image gimmick that they've been fucking shoving down my throat for the last few months seriously, and realize that they can stop with Tiffany what they let happen to Charlotte by giving her something to struggle against earlier on. That way it's more believable when she comes out on top later in her career.
Yeah. Kudos, my friend. I can't sum it up better than that. Mike, who you got in this one?
I have Flair winning.
Okay. Well, we will find out this Saturday who is walking out with the gold at WrestleMania. Here we are, though. Let's talk about it. Your main event for night one.
Damn right it is.
Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, CM Punk in a triple threat with the custody of Paul Heyman. No. Like this is goddamn, man. This right here, this match right here, this is what I love about pro wrestling. There is so many layered stories in this thing, man. Like I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I think this is gonna go down as the most prolific triple threat match in WrestleMania history. Because there's goddamn, like the stories go deep. I mean, we're talking over 10 years. I mean, we know everything with Seth and Roman, the back and forth that's been there, and like Seth is that dangling, like just like evil, like just devil over Roman's like shoulder, you know, like just that reminder of like the past of once was, you know. And then you have just how Seth always somehow kind of one-upped him, but then Roman is Roman. Roman's the face that runs the place, so to speak. You know, he is the he's hey, I got Netflix and I got, like, not really, but you get what he's saying. And then of course you have this compelling story of CM Punk about we all know it, like Punk never getting to work a WrestleMania main event and finally getting his just due after so many years to close out a show, the grandest show of them all. And also, too, it's cool, too. You look at the lineage here with these three guys, too, as well, because Roman and Seth, they probably would have got to the main roster at some point, obviously, but they wouldn't have got there the way they did if it wasn't for CM Punk. Because remember, Punk was approached about having this, like, faction, like, be his heavies and help him out. It's just like there's so many layers to this story. And then you add the Paul Heyman factor and this favor where Paul now has to be in CM Punk's corner. And then he's got to choose between his tribal chief and Punk. Like, just everything about this match screams a WrestleMania main event matchup. What do y'all think about this triple threat?
I'm super excited for it. These are three gentlemen that I've been very respectful of their entire careers. I love them all in different ways, shapes, and forms, and different times. Punk is my rebellious phase. Punk is my preteen into teenage phase. Punk was the straight edge society for me. Punk was Nexus. Punk was the pipe bomb. Punk was winning at Money in the Bank against Cena and then putting the belt in the fridge. Like, those are those moments for me. Roman and Seth together were the Shields. Them and Dean held such a huge moment in my heart. Punk is the reason why the Shield is the way that it is as we know it, which is almost kind of funny. A lot of people forget that. Seth as the architect, Seth as the betrayer, Seth as Judas, Seth as Jesus, Seth as the fashion icon that he is. He, in the time span that he's been active, has had so many different variations of himself, all of them amazing. Still to this day, my favorite shot of Seth is him swinging the belt around his head on the cash-in. Alone a historical moment. Roman, again, Shield, the enforcer of the Shield, amazing. The turn going into the being shoved down our throats, big dog, so much so to the point where The Rock didn't understand why he was getting booed as he was holding up Roman's hand at that Rumble. To go from that to just completely saving his own career in front of our eyes with that simple Paul Heyman segment backstage to a 4-year run of just utter and complete dominance to where he helped us get through COVID.
Yeah.
A lot of people forget that was the beginning into the duration of his major run was the beginning of COVID. And it's just insane how much of an imprint he's had on the wrestling mindset and how much that run will mean to people, kids, kids for forever. And now it kind of just comes to this, and all of these men deserved main event spots. And I don't think it's more deserved than now. Roman's been main event before. Seth's been main event before. This is obviously Punk's first one, but this one feels different. This one feels more personal. This one feels more raw, less calculated, and I'm really fucking excited for this match.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, as an old hardcore kid from the Midwest, seeing an old hardcore kid from the Midwest headlining WrestleMania makes me so fucking happy. And I have had a wild love-hate relationship with CM Punk.
Yeah, you have.
Dude,
we all have.
everything with All In, and then him talking all that shit on WWE and then coming back. I was fucking heated.
And you almost quitting.
I stopped watching wrestling for like 3 months.
It was awkward.
I swear to God. I legitimately stopped watching. I was like, yep, I'm done here. And I just cut out.
Was that before or after the I'm home?
Oh, I watched
when
that
he was
and was pissed. I was like, that is a fucking carbon copy of the shit you said in AEW 3 fucking years ago, asshole. Like, don't fucking play with me with this shit. But he completely won me back recently.
Yeah.
Dwayne, you bald fraud. That whole promo, I was like, I'm fully back on the team. I'm fully back.
The thing of it
yeah,
is,
Phil, let's go.
The thing of it is like when you can look at him and you see this, like the stuff he does, and you know, we're blessed that we get to see a lot of this behind the scenes stuff as well.
Mm-hmm.
You can just tell like he's happy. I mean, that's the most important
blast.
thing is people like, and you know, love him or hate him. And yeah, we went through some weird, crazy shit there with the AEW run, but still at the end of the day, it's like Punk's where he needs to be. And that it's in WWE and it's in the main event of WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I just like, I want to talk about Roman here a minute because Christy, you mentioned this. All my years of watching this, I don't think I've ever seen anything like it because I mean he was built up to be the guy. I mean I went through. Now I didn't watch them all verbatim, but I had them on like backdrop. But like watching all the WrestleManias, and I got to tell you, going through those early 30s ones was rough, man. Like the fucking with Roman in the main event, it was rough. Like that Roman versus the Roman we have now, it's just mind-boggling to me. It's a night and day difference.
Honestly, like, the thing to me, him turning heel was it.
Yeah.
Like, people were not buying Roman Reigns as a babyface.
No.
At all. I mean, he's fucking out there cutting suffering succotash promos and fucking getting eaten alive by John Cena on TV.
Blue eye contacts.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah. When they tried to make him like a fucking dire wolf or some shit with the fucking the crazy contact. I was like, what the fuck is this?
I was just gonna say really tan white man, but fuck that.
I feel like Finn's caught an episode of Game of Thrones. He's like, okay, pal. Seth
did have the fucking Nightwalker shit at
and the fucking White Walker gimmick at fucking what Mania was that? Was that 34?
Game of Thrones guy.
Yeah. That was 34.
New Orleans.
Yeah, with the whiteout contacts and shit. It's like, dude, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. I mean, listen, good thing he didn't pick up anything else because we already got that incest storyline almost once. Good thing he didn't pick up anything else from Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But man, this matchup, and you know, we talked a lot about Punk. We talked a lot about Roman. You gotta give Seth a lot of credit here too. Remember, Seth was the MVP of WrestleMania last year. Everything that Seth did, my God, to working that tag match, to hurt, I still to this day and being there live, man, I just like, I will never forget just the look on Seth's face after it was all done. It was like this sign of relief in a way.
Oh yeah.
And just like, I'll never forget like the moment when Roman Superman punched him and he just crumbled to the ground. Like you just tell he was beyond fucking hurt.
Yeah,
but
dude,
what he did,
shot.
Yeah. But what he did for wrestling, my God, man. So
And Seth is also like, just like personally, like Seth is just what you would want your wrestler to be. Breigh would appreciate this. Someone was making a comment about Chapel Roan and like how she is personally, and someone was like, "Y'all already have your favorite white girl. There's Haley Williams right there. Haley Williams is right there, being politically correct and amazing. That's your white girl. That's who you want."
And she knows how to crip walk. So she wins.
And like Seth is that for me. Like Seth had a wrestling school that they did a documentary on him at, where like he lets the kids bunk there, and Seth's actual mother goes to check on the boys to make sure that they're doing their laundry and that they're eating 3 squirrel meals a day. Seth is who you trust, like watching your kid if you need to like run somewhere at the airport. Like Seth is that person. Seth is the person who you want to get all the success in the world. And here he is again, but I feel like this is really, really well deserved. I feel like this is going to be a really big jewel in his crown.
Yeah.
Because man, like I know Jeremy heard me screaming all the way in Philly last year when like Roman just gave it all up. Roman gave it all up. Roman gave it all up for vengeance. Roman gave it all up for pain, for hurt, for friendship, betrayal. And when that Shield music hit, I almost fucking passed out. Like when that Shield music hit and all those 11 people stood up in that fucking stadium and lost their goddamn mind. First of all, I thought it was Dean. I thought it was Dean. I'm not gonna lie. I
did too. We all did too. They were like, I remember like, because it was like we were all like, what the fuck? There's no way they're doing this, right?
But just looking at Roman's face, and you can see the cogs turning, and you can see him choose the red pill in real time. You can see him choose hate. You can see him choose the pain, the tears in his eyes. You can see him choose that over this 4-year immense run. He gave all that up just to make sure that Seth lost. That's storytelling. That's amazing. And these gentlemen gave that to us.
That was such a that was the pivotal moment in that matchup. If that doesn't happen, Roman's probably still the champ. Like that's how important that moment was for that matchup of why you need it. And that's why Seth Rollins was the MVP last year. But this one, like I said, there's so many compelling stories. And also we haven't even touched upon this. The immense, and I mean immense, hatred between Seth and CM Punk. Seth like feeling pretty much betrayed by Punk for him like leaving the WWE originally, or as he put, taking his ball and going home, and kind of ghosting like people and wanting people to walk out with him. I mean, there's just goddamn, there is so much about this, and then we got to talk about this too. What is going to happen with Paul Heyman in this one? Because we know Paul is going to be in Punk's corner. I think a lot of us have a theory that potentially what could happen, and it's not what anybody else expects, but
my sweet baby girl Paul Heyman.
Yes.
I'm going to ruin WrestleMania.
Just like John Cena's going to ruin wrestling.
Why do you sound like Iago from Aladdin?
I mean,
that's wild.
Have you heard excited Paul Heyman? It's kind of
Gilbert Godfrey.
It sound like Iago from fucking. He sounds a lot like Gilbert Godfrey. Yeah.
First of all, as a person from the Bronx, like to be fought over by Roman Reigns and CM Punk, Paul Heyman could be doing worse. Paul Heyman could be doing way worse. Listen here.
Hey.
What I want so badly is for Punk to come out just to, you know what, fuck it, Husky. Like, we're just running shit back from AEW. Fuck it, let Punk come out in the black and white jacket to AFI again.
Oh my God.
But with Paul walking him down to the ring.
I would ugly cry, but from what I have heard, Living Color is going to be there.
Yeah, I think Living Color is going to play him in.
I mean, at the end of the day, Punk is always going to make sure that Living Color and Rancid are paid to the day he dies. To the day he dies.
Yeah.
Rancid's going to be getting royalty rights forever. Same thing with Living Color, and as he should. Punk's always been a big music guy.
Lars Fredrickson is going to be front row, losing his fucking mind. I'm going to love it.
Yeah, like,
but we got to pick a winner in this. Who the hell is walking out night one of this main event?
I have two ways to go about this. One, what I actually think is going to happen, and one of what would happen if Vince McMahon never got fired.
Let's just get the Vince McMahon one out of the way.
Please,
first.
God.
The joke one I have is Punk is disposed of somehow. Put through a table, whatever. Seth is getting ready to eat a spear from Roman Reigns. Bow, 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 bow. Brock Lesnar comes out, kills everybody, and leaves.
I'm gonna
Including
puke.
me.
Husky,
Including
I want
half the crowd.
right now.
Is that going to happen? No. Because Brock said he's retired.
I heard he's retired.
Doesn't want anything to do with it now that the old man's gone. But what
Good
I think is
riddance.
going to happen,
Bye.
Seth Rollins wins.
Yep. And why is that?
Because Paul Heyman fucks everybody over.
Even Seth?
Well,
No.
Roman and
CM Punk.
Punk. Roman and Punk.
I agree. I think Seth Rollins is walking out with the win, and I think the wise man and Seth are going to form a partnership. I think that's what's going to happen.
Paul Heyman
Because
screws everyone over.
well,
Mhm.
here's the backstory on it. Because there's that segment on this past Raw with Punk saying, "You're my best friend, and I won't ever let you get into harm's way."
But what happened?
Roman throws Paul to the ground later that night. And who comes out after that? Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
So
And I think
Paul's going to take that and be like, you know what? I'm taking you with me.
And I think
Now you're my new Paul Heyman guy.
yeah. I think what's going to happen is I think, you were my tribal chief, but look how you've treated me. You were my best friend. Look what you let happen to me and the position that you put me in against my tribal chief. I think that is going to be the incentive of why he joins up with Seth Rollins.
One visionary needs to be with another visionary.
There you go.
Hmm.
And could you imagine how much they're going to cook if that's what they do? Holy shit.
I mean, Seth Rollins doesn't need anybody to talk for him.
No, he
No.
doesn't.
The man can cut a fantastic promo. But if you've got Paul Heyman next to you, it's nothing but gold.
Mhm.
I mean, fuck, he got Curtis Axel over for a little bit.
Facts.
That's facts. Absolutely.
He got Curtis Axel to be an IC champion.
Yeah.
That dude was in the B team like 3 years later.
You leave the B team alone.
Hey,
I
yeah.
love me some Bo Dallas. I love me some Bo Dallas.
The B team and the Miztourage was a great tag team.
Yes.
He went from IC champion to being in a comedy heel fucking gimmick with the Miz.
They were champions.
Yeah. Yeah,
Braun
were.
Strowman's also tag champion with an 11-year-old boy.
The
Yeah.
11-year-old son of a WWE referee.
Yeah.
That makes it even funnier.
Y'all want to feel old? That kid's probably almost in his 20s now, probably.
So that kid's in college now.
He
Yeah,
just
he's a
graduated high school.
You want to feel old? Dominic Mysterio has a career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No shit, right. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Don't remind me that I'm pushing 40.
I'm already there, brother.
My back hurts.
Breigh, who you think's walking out the triple threat?
Oh. I have a hard time with this one because as much as I want Phil Brooks to have his WrestleMania moment and win the match, I think Seth's gonna win.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. A lot of us thinking Seth. What about you, Chrissy?
It has to go to Seth. It's not that he needs to win; he has to win. Punk and Roman are absolutely amazing. I think Husky's idea with like what you guys said, also super viable, would totally work out. Roman has been etched into history. Same thing with Punk. I don't think Seth has just yet. Seth is amazing, but he hasn't had that watershed moment like the other two have. And I think that with their aid, with Roman and Punk's aid, that they can get Seth there with this win and the heel work and debauchery and shenanigans that would come afterwards, whether or not Paul's involved. But I really do think that Seth would benefit the most from this. Because let's be honest, Roman can eat a pin. Roman can eat a pin, Punk can eat a pin, and then come back and talk their shit on Monday Night Raw. And just know, what are you going to do? Say something to Roman Reigns and CM Punk? Yeah, shut the fuck up. You're going to let them talk. And they can afford to eat that loss. And it's not that Seth would be able to afford to eat the loss. I just think that he would benefit the most from not in comparison to the other two.
Right.
You literally took the words out of my mouth. That's absolutely 10,000% in agreement with you. Yeah. It makes sense. It makes the most sense out of the options here. Mike, what about you, buddy? Who you got in this triple threat?
I have Seth, and I've been saying it for a month and a half that Paul Heyman was going to turn on both Roman and Punk.
You have been saying that for a minute.
Because Paul turns on everyone. Since he has joined the WWE, he has stabbed every one of his wrestlers in the goddamn back.
Yeah.
It's like he's done it to fucking Brock and Roman multiple times.
He did it to Brock. He did it to Angle. He did it to Big Show. He did it to RVD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not to be trusted. Hell, he stabbed the whole locker room in the back and he closed the company and made Tommy Dreamer almost kill himself.
He fired his mom.
Yeah, he fired his mom.
I mean, there's nothing that the mad scientist won't do here, I think. So, but I'm oh yeah.
What I want to happen is, and I made a video about this the other day, Team Corporate. I need The Rock to tell Roman how disappointed he is on the episode of Monday Night Raw. And then later in the episode, I need The Rock and Paul Heyman to shake hands.
Ooh.
And you have the two champions with John Cena and the mastermind Paul Heyman.
Oh.
And we get this era's corporation.
My fear for that is like what happened with Stone Cold. Like Stone Cold shook Vince's hand and he's gone on record saying that he wished that he never made that turn. He wished that he never did that storyline, that he just would have stayed the fucking beer swilling badass and did that forever. And I don't want, no matter how much I dislike fucking The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, like I don't want any of these men to have that on these, like on their like storied careers. Like a mid-run is a mid-run, but for you to hate something that you did takes a lot. And man, that's good. It's just such thin ice that the closest little thing could fuck it up. It has to be perfect. It has to be perfect.
Thank God we don't have Vince McMahon then.
Yeah.
I mean, have you seen his son-in-law?
Fuck the hell over.
Like
Linda
how
McMahon saying A1 instead of AI.
Oh, that fucking
places of
bitch.
justice.
Don't get me started on that.
It's like, you know how
next Tuesday.
One more thing. I need Seth Rollins. You know how when Seth had that match with Roman and he came out in the Shield gear?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it fucked up Roman's head? I need Seth Rollins to come out WrestleMania night in the gear he wore, the heist of the century.
Oh, you petty, and I like it.
I love that.
I do miss that.
We talked about this the other day, Jeremy. I'm a petty son of a bitch.
I know, and I love it. I love it.
Hasn't Tyler Black fought Punk before?
Yes, they wrestled a few times in the Midwest.
Yeah, they could run back some of those gear.
Punk
That would be really good.
Punk helped.
You could have Roman play it and have him come out in trunks and blue eye contacts with like his old fucked up teeth.
Yeah.
He purposely gets his teeth fucked up.
Like, listen, no.
He just takes out the veneers.
He pops the veneers off.
Thing I thought was missing from this whole storyline was Seth calling Roman Leaky at least once.
Leaky?
Oh yeah,
his original name in FCW.
His original. He was so in FCW.
Roman was. They called him Lee. Yeah, his name was.
And he played off of an MVP style gimmick where he wore suits and he was like this college athlete turned pro wrestler, and he like wore fancy watches. Yeah, Leakee. Leaky.
That's
So
I'm assuming based on the spelling that it's probably Polynesian based.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The double E gives that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
also just tell me that you're trying to rerun a fucking like Samoan storyline because you don't know how to book anyone but The Rock.
Yeah.
Because they all kind of sort of start out like Rocky Maivia-esque. Like, do we not remember that the Usos came out with like face paint and like the garb and the tassels?
it wasn't
and
that
Maivia did the same.
Oh, it wasn't that gimmick at all. It was very much he was like MVP. He wore suits. He had a gold watch. He was like
no, but that's what I'm saying. So like The Rock had his suit and Versace shirt era.
So
they'll always book a Samoan in some version of The Rock until they come out on their own. Like I'm gonna be completely honest. I couldn't tell Jimmy and Jay apart until that storyline happened. And now I can tell that they have different face shapes. They have different ways that they walk, different patterns in their speech. But it wasn't until they stopped treating them like a Samoan and started treating them like individual people that I was able to tell the difference between Jimmy and Jay.
Facts.
Right.
But that college athlete turned pro wrestler gimmick in FCW was really good.
Really?
Yeah, I liked it. I like the stuff. He feuded. Ironically, he feuded with John Moxley and Tyler in FCW during.
Sweet babies.
And I will say this:
they had a triple threat in like an FCW big show.
I will say this: this matchup too. The last thing to talk about on it is that this is the closest you're getting to like a Shield triple threat at WrestleMania.
Really is. Because now Moxley's a Death Rider.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not
confused and he likes to bleed a lot. But
he's really unless Renee's sweet ass comes back to WWE, there is no way in goddamn hell Mox is stepping foot in the parking lot, let alone anything else.
I'm going to say something, and this is for Husky. We have a better chance of John Moxley working for GJ Hyde again before he comes back to the WWE.
100%. A Combat Zone wrestling reference.
Jesus, if you know,
I knew you'd pull one out eventually.
Well, we've talked about a lot here, but we still got another night to talk about. So let's talk about night 2.
Night 2. We should not
we got night 2, folks. We could damn. I think our prediction show may be as long as night 1 of WrestleMania.
No joke.
Yeah. But before we talk about night 2, so there's a match obviously that has been omitted from the show. Originally it was going to be Kevin Owens and Randy Orton one-on-one. Obviously that match not happening due to Kevin's injury, which we hate to hear. Hope he is doing better and recovering and on the road to recovery doing better. It appears like Randy is going to be doing something in some capacity. So before we get into the card breakdown, what are our thoughts on like Randy Orton? Because it seems like if it's going to happen, it's probably going to happen on night 2. So what do we think is going to happen with Randy? Are we getting a match? I mean, I feel like all signs point towards him and Solo, and I'm sorry, please, for God's sakes, let's not do that.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. I'm throwing a wild card out.
Okay.
Nick Aldis.
Absolutely.
I would love it for the be Nick Aldis.
What I think is going to happen verbatim is that it's supposed to be Solo. Something happens. Solo gets jumped by someone to start another storyline. Solo refuses to wrestle because unless he's first match or last match, he ain't doing no match. Some shit. Randy's like, what the fuck is going on? He comes out to Nick Aldis on the stage saying like, we're so sorry. We have to omit this match. Solo can't wrestle tonight. Randy gets in Nick Aldis's face, shoves Aldis or tries to, and Aldis lays him out, walks down to the ring, does the fucking McMahon, like takes everything awkwardly off, and for some reason has tights under his like dress pantsuit things, and is like, you know what, fuck it, I'm here. You want a match? It's me. Like, I really feel like it's gonna be kind of like what happened with Hunter and Stephanie and The Rock and Ronda at that Mania, where like they pulled her out of the crowd.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's what's gonna happen with all this. It's gonna seem sudden, but it's booked.
I see. The thing is with this, if you are gonna book Randy on the show, you don't want to go the route with Solo, because I think you have an opportunity for a WrestleMania moment here. Because if you get
like a big debut, I think like a big
or the likelihood of a return, because we've got several names out there potentially. I mean, let's talk about the first one because we've been seeing the vignettes. We know he's coming back. Could they possibly book Randy Orton against Malachi Black? At
Oh,
WrestleMania?
I would cry. I would cry so many happy tears.
Ooh.
I would
They're,
love that.
they're gonna
but
book
I-
Malachi not for that match, in my personal opinion, only because Randy's doing Backlash right after. I really feel like that match is gonna be Randy Cena.
yeah.
That's a great point, Chrissy.
Ooh.
Yeah,
So they
because that
gotta
is-
build that up.
build
You're gonna
something
give
up.
Randy a squash match to make him look good going into Backlash. Because you gotta run it back with Randy. They probably would have ran it back with Edge if he was still employed. But you don't
Which
want
you-
Randy looking bad going into Backlash. If
Yeah.
Malachi comes back and loses,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
then you're
I'm
fucked.
I'm canceling every fucking subscription. I'm canceling
Yeah.
HBO Max, and they don't
Yeah.
even work with WWE. I'm canceling everything. If Malachi Black comes back and loses first match out, I'm losing my fucking mind.
Yeah, like
And
what,
I
what
think
what's
we
the
get-
fucking point?
I think we get Malachi Black because I think they're trying to build this SmackDown after WrestleMania, like they booked the
Mhm.
Raw after Mania. I think that's where we get Malachi.
I agree. I agree. However,
Or
let me
Miro.
connect. I was gonna say, let me paint you a picture here. Randy's in the ring. All right. He's like, okay, what am I? I need something, somebody, anybody. I want anybody. And then you start hearing some rumblings. You start hearing some noises. Like, what the fuck is this? Kind of some of them sound a little erotic, perhaps. Like what the fuck?
Oh,
And then
I know where
the
you're going.
tank
Okay.
rolls out on the goddamn stage.
I
And
hate
Rusev
y'all.
pops
I
out
fucking hate y'all.
disheveled.
Oh,
I fucking hate y'all.
Disheveled is crazy.
For that,
Disheveled
I
is
for
wild.
that,
Oh
if
my
it's gonna be
God.
moaning and noises, give me fucking fashion, please.
Thank
Give
you.
me Breezango.
Give me Tyler Breeze.
Give me fucking
Dango-
Tyler Breeze and that. Give me that. Give me fashion, please.
can't.
Give me fashion
again,
files back.
Again, like we were talking about Randy needing a squash match or a match that can be gone. You can't have Rusev losing if he debuts on Mania.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Theory.
have,
Theory.
Hear me out.
I have the
hear me out.
perfect idea.
Oh, okay. Look, I gotta hear this. What is it?
She's so excited.
I love this. So
Does it involve
Everyone
cream
knows.
pies? I
Would
had to
y'all
get-
leave this woman
I had to get
alone?
one in. I'm
No?
sorry. I'm sorry. I'll shut up.
So Randy's in the ring, reminiscent to how Seth was when Cody returned. He's looking for a match. Anybody, just anybody. You hear A-Town,
Oh,
Austin
god damn it.
Theory's music. He gets a match.
see,
It's a squash
I-
match, but that's okay. He gets a Mania, yet another Mania moment, even though it's a squash.
If he
If
beats
we
Randy
get
Orton,
3
Bray,
straight
I
years of
swear to God,
Austin
my life-
Theory, we get 3 straight years of Austin Theory just getting his ass kicked. I would love that. I would
No,
love that.
well, wait a
more
minute,
than-
Mike. Wait a minute. Austin Theory walked out the past 2 WrestleManias with championship gold. Let's not forget about that.
It's true.
I
Love
was
or
like,
hate,
don't play Theory. He was part of the way, goddammit.
Yes.
And he was so fucking good in the
And
way.
he hasn't done shit since.
Me and Bree
Well,
talk about that shit constantly. That we miss
was
fucking
part of-
Hercules Himbo the way Theory.
He was also a part of Seth Rollins' little like Monday Night Messiah little gimmick.
Oh my god, he was.
Oh yeah, it was him and
Holy shit, he was in that.
Buddy
one.
Murphy.
Peter
Murphy.
Hawkins? No.
Eh.
Yeah, Buddy.
Oh, Buddy
Buddy was in
Murphy.
it.
It was
Yeah.
Buddy
Oh, it was
Murphy.
Buddy,
Murphy,
it
and
was
that's when
Buddy.
Murphy got big. Murphy got big.
Yeah.
In the
Motherfucker looks
fucking
like
Messiah
He-Man
era.
now.
Yeah, and
Just-
yeah. Austin or Theory came in because someone was sick because it was someone else at first.
Yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Who was it
Oh,
before that? I don't
COVID.
remember.
But no, I think honestly, I think you could do Rusev in this spot, and you could still have Randy go over. It doesn't have to be a squash, but I think because remember what's Randy do? Out of nowhere, right? You could have Rusev dominate the matchup, and then Randy just out of nowhere hits an RKO and gets the 1, 2, 3. Like I think you could, but I will say this: you can't do that with Malachi Black. You can't.
Mm-mm.
You could. I think you can get by with doing it with Rusev, but I don't think you could do it with Malachi Black if they go that route. And then the oldest thing makes the most sense out of everything. But I don't know. I think you have a lot of potential here for a WrestleMania moment, and that's what needs to happen in this one. But Chrissy, you bring up such an excellent point. because they're gonna book Randy strong going into his hometown at Backlash. So that's something we definitely got to keep on the mind. But I don't know. We may not even get Randy Orton at WrestleMania. Who knows?
Don't play in my face like that. Don't play in my face like that. You
Or
leave
what if
me
it was
have the things that I
Carmelo?
want.
Oh yeah. Or it could just be they use him on Smack. Who knows? We're gonna find out this weekend for sure. But let's talk about what we do know that's going to happen on Sunday night. And oh yes, indeed, this one right here, the women's world title is on the line in a triple threat with Io Sky defending against Bianca Belair and Maria Ripley. This is a. I feel like what impresses me about this WrestleMania is there's a couple of triple threat matches that the buildup has been really intriguing. This one's been intriguing to me because you have really, it seems like it's been a tale between Rhea and Bianca, and yet Io's the fucking champ over here. Like, put some respect on her goddamn name. Like, and just like, I've had enough of this shit.
Crazy.
I mean, nobody expected Io to beat Rhea the night after Elimination Chamber. Nobody. Because we thought for sure this was going to be Rhea and Bianca one-on-one. But I really feel like Io being in this match is detrimental, not only for her, but for also Bianca and Rhea, because these right now are the three best women's wrestlers in the WWE, in my opinion, is these three right here. I am hyped as fuck for this one. Like, I know what I want to happen in my heart of hearts, but I don't think it's going to happen. I really would love it if Io retained. But what do y'all think about this women's triple threat?
Go Breigh.
I see mommy on my TV.
You think so, Breigh? You think mommy's walking out with the belt again?
Mommy's always on top, and she's gonna stay on top.
Of me is what she meant to say.
Yes.
Was the full sentence.
Yes.
Tonight.
Let me just put it like this. I'ma eat the fucking outfits up when I fucking tell you, when I the gear for this fucking match, y'all.
Oh, I can't wait.
It's gonna be pretty dope. The entrances and stuff too. And I gotta say the fits have been wonderful. Like, my God, Io broke the internet the other day with those fucking shorts. Jesus. But anyways, we're not talking about that. We're talking about the Immortals.
Yeah, that Monday Night Raw was had me speechless.
I woke up Tuesday morning. I opened my phone.
Yeah.
And all I saw was ass.
Yeah.
I was like,
You're not wrong, brother. You're not wrong. Man, this one, I want Io to win so bad, but I think what this has been building to, we've been slowly getting hints of it. I think Bianca's walking out with the belt, and I think Bianca turns heel. I think that's what's happening here. I love Bianca too, but I think that just everything's been playing up, because here's the thing: people forget Bianca's been a great babyface. She's been on a phenomenal babyface run. People forget Bianca played heel in NXT, and she did a damn good job of playing heel.
Goddamn good heel.
So we have yet to see heel Bianca on the main roster, and I think at WrestleMania they pull that trigger, and I think Bianca's walking out with the belt. That's what I think is going to happen. Christy, what about you? What do you think is going to happen? You're muted, by the way. Yeah. I think you may have been muted. We'll get her back here in a second. Mike, who you think's walking out?
Still can't hear you, Chrissy.
Yeah, still can't hear you.
So I had Io winning this match until the video packages Monday night, and Bianca's heelish video package of her like, I'm the shit. I know I'm the shit, and y'all are gonna see that I'm the shit. Like, gave out that cocky attitude. I now have Bianca winning.
Yeah, I think I just think all the signs are there for Bianca turning heel and walking out with the belt.
Are we good, guys?
Yeah, we're good. You're good now. Cool. Yeah.
So for me, I think Io has to take it. It's giving very Rocky Drago. Rocky was the champion going into that fight, and he was still the underdog. And I really think that this is a moment where they can force people to take EO seriously, where she can force people to take EO seriously. And I completely agree that Bianca's going to turn heel, but Bianca's a better heel when she's chasing something than when she's heel and champion. Bianca did amazing character work as a heel. For me, when she was the chaser as opposed to the destination. And EO is such an every woman, whether or not it was purposefully booked for her to be that way or not, where it kind of also just gives the illusion of not only can EO beat Rhea and Bianca, but these two are locker room leaders, even if it was by accident, which also means that the rest of the locker room also has a chance. Because for the last few years, it's been Charlotte, Bianca, Rhea, Becky. Charlotte, Bianca, Rhea, Becky. Like, Bailey hasn't even been in the mix, for God's sake, you know?
Yeah.
So now with EO being put into this position, it shows that she's talented, yes, but that also means that there's other talented women on that roster that can also hold this spot. It doesn't just have to be the same 4 to 5 people all the time. And then, just like people always say with Charlotte, that they want the character development, this could give both Rhea and Bianca an opportunity for character development as chasers as opposed to the goalkeepers.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I like the way you're thinking. I think the one who needs it the most is EO for sure, for just validation. I mean, we all know she's great, but if she walks out WrestleMania still champion, especially against these two mega stars of the women's division, I mean, that would be huge.
And then I want an immediate title defense against Penta.
Oh fuck! We're gonna run
yeah.
that back. Oh
Yeah,
shit!
Lucha
Oh
Underground.
shit!
We have mixed tag matches on 2K5 now.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Why not?
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do it. Fuck it.
I like it.
Husky, what about you, buddy? Who you got in this one?
I am going for an Io Sky retention as well. I think she is going to go batshit crazy in this match. And there's no like gimmick to it, but I have a feeling she's going to jump off of something really fucking high in this match. I could see her pulling a gigantic fucking TLC 2 ass ladder out, climbing that and hitting that crazy ass moonsault. I kind of want it now. Like, Paul, can you throw that in there last minute? Like, please.
Real quick, darling. Wasn't there also a thing? What was it last year where someone was like, "Would you fight Taylor Swift at WrestleMania?" Wasn't that for EO?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was EO. She,
If we
yeah.
just get Taylor Swift in the box like that, just like that'd be great. Some kind of assistant.
Fuck it. Why not? God, you'd have to spend so much money. Shit. But again, the way they're paying, the ticket prices are at WrestleMania, they could fucking afford it.
Listen, I'm gonna need to have someone's baby legally by the end of the night with what we paid for fucking tickets. I'm either having Damian Priest or like CM Punk's baby, and they're not aware of it yet. But someone's paying me child support by the end of Sunday night.
WrestleMania baby is happening. Yeah.
Mhm.
But I would say, like, beyond the Naomi Jade, this is the most hyped women's match I am for WrestleMania this year for sure. Like this is gonna be dope. Cannot wait. Let's talk about this one. To go from that
Just a collective every.
This is the bathroom break match.
I agree. And the thing
Girl,
is,
I'm
I-
getting my nails done. I'm going to get something to eat. I'm checking my calls.
it's probably actually going to be a good matchup. Honestly.
This match is going to be really all right. Logan Paul, piece of shit. Yes, but for athletically, these two are going to kick ass. But I do need him to give Teddy Hart respect for the finishing move that he stole from Teddy Hart.
Thank you. Even though Teddy Hart's an even bigger piece of shit, but
Listen.
still.
I don't need a flat earther and someone who moved to Puerto Rico and then told Bad Bunny that he was taking advantage of the island resources in front of my face for more than 5 seconds. I really don't need that. I'm gonna take a vacation. real quick.
Listen, I
Dare,
understand.
I'll meet you for popcorn and beer up top. We don't gotta watch this shit.
This will be our popcorn break. Maybe
the
we can try to hit
popcorn
the
break.
merch stand. Who knows, man?
Because I'm sorry, I don't need the Midwest soccer mom to fucking dictate whether or not I have a good time on Sunday night. Absolutely not.
Listen, Uncle Alan may have some weird worldviews, but that man holds a special place in my heart because if I hadn't have found him, I'd have never got back into wrestling. But yeah, this match sucks.
Wasn't he in a country music video?
This makes me so sad.
Oh my god, I think he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Well, I think I'm sure you've all seen it, like the meme going out there about the description of all the WrestleMania matches, and I think this one it was.
I
like,
sent that to the group
you
chat.
sent, and it was like this is where the Fett carries the Logan Paul match essentially.
Yeah, what just happened? 3 WrestleManias in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it makes sense for them to put AJ against Logan Paul because I mean, like, what else are they gonna do? I guess put
It
some
should've been
respect on
AJ
AJ Styles' name though. I get it. I
H.
know Logan is a talented athlete, whatever, but like, and you know what? He's playing the character of a chicken shit piece of shit heel. But still, fuck him. Anybody that supports that orange face fucked is a piece of fuck and can like burn in hell forever and a day, as far as I'm concerned. I said what I said. Fuck you, Logan Paul. I hope AJ Styles win, and I'm done with this.
AJ Styles went from having a match at WrestleMania with The Undertaker to 5 years later wrestling a fucking YouTuber.
I mean, AJ
just makes me
Styles also
sad.
seems like he calls jeans dungarees, so I think he deserves it, honestly.
What the fuck?
And Logan and Logan was a Viner before a YouTuber, so it's even worse because that app's dead.
Him and his brother can eat a dump truck full of.
I mean, honestly, at this point, I would love for just like Mania to be in Japan because that means that Logan definitely wouldn't be able to be a part of it.
Yeah,
please,
yeah.
Please, WrestleMania in the Tokyo Dome so Logan Paul can't get involved.
But if they went to fucking Saudi Arabia, he'd be in the main event because of reasons. Anyway,
I would.
No.
He already did. It's Roman Reigns.
Yeah, they do it. They run it back probably.
If it was in Saudi Arabia would have 2 wrestlers who are dead. Like they wanted
Ultimate Warrior and Yokozuna.
Yeah.
Jesus H. Christ. I out of the 2, I would hope AJ, but it's not gonna happen. Logan Paul's winning. Fuck him. I hate him, but that's what they're gonna do. Fuck Logan Paul.
I'm going Uncle Alan on this one. I'm going AJ.
I hope
Styles.
you're right, Husky.
I'm going with AJ too, specifically with this Karrion Kross storyline.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was what
good.
That was the one thing I wanted to mention. I hope Karrion Kross gets involved in this somehow. Like because that's the only saving grace in this one in my mind is like what, and there's no fucking reason that man shouldn't be booked on WrestleMania's hometown. I'm sorry.
It should be AJ Karrion Kross.
It should be, and I'm upset that he's not booked in front of his home crowd, like down the street from his home promotion that he just wrestled on. He literally just returned to his home promotion, and you're not even going to have him in Vegas for Mania wrestling. It's upsetting.
But as Cross has said, his consolation prize isn't that bad. He's waking up naked to Scarlet. So yeah.
I would be happy too.
Mike, so who you think's walking out with this one?
It's AJ.
AJ. All right. Chrissy.
I want the stadium to burst into flame and no one wins.
Now, Chrissy, we're both going to be in the stadium. We don't want that to happen. We don't want to get unalived at WrestleMania. Now, it would be a hell of a way for us to go out, but we don't want to get on. Plus, we got to at least make it to John Cena.
What I really want is for the Fiend to just like Phantom Zone them into the Firefly Funhouse. And we just see them like grasping on the door and shaking it, and they can't get out. And then now they're just there forever.
And it's Uncle
because
Howdy
I can't have nice things. It's gonna go to the uncle that you tell your daughters to get dressed around just for like safety reasons. It's gonna go to AJ Styles.
Fuck me. Oh God. Oh,
I really don't like these people. I was
I
telling
can
Jared
tell.
before. I have like 5 like comfort white boys. There aren't on that list. They're not on that list. I
I
have like 5
understand.
self-preservation white boys. They're not them.
Self-preservation white boy.
Can I break some news?
Okay,
Yo.
is it WrestleMania related?
Stand and Deliver related.
Oh yeah, what's going on?
Thea Hell returns. She's going to be in the ladder match.
Let's
My
go.
Ooh.
Patrick's
Hooray.
losing his mind as
Yes, Chase, you represent, even though they're not together. I still.
God, I love
Oh,
that.
Breigh,
But
what
yeah.
about you? Who you got in this one?
I guess AJ.
Yeah. And Husky, you said AJ too.
Alan James Hoot Styles. Yes.
It's an interesting name.
baby Lord,
Phenomenal
that
hoot.
accent came out thick with
It's,
like 5.
it's my Luke Gallows impression.
Ah!
Phenomenal
Lord.
hoot.
Now this is one I can sink my teeth in. I think this is going to be the one on Sunday that's going to steal the show. And honestly,
Yeah.
this is the one I'm most excited for, actually getting to be in the arena to see this. Or the
Ooh,
I can
stadium.
also
kill
sink
each
my
other.
teeth into this one. I can
Yeah,
also
you
do
can.
that too. Yep.
I know you can, girl.
God damn it,
Damian Priest, the bisexual Undertaker, going up against Drew McIntyre in a Sin City street fight. As our good buddy, the light skinned guy, just says, like, why the fuck can't we gotta have all these different names for all these fucking street fights, no DQ matches and shit.
Please, yeah.
You got to
Yeah.
pander to the home city.
Yeah, that's facts. But outside the name, I think this one's gonna be
Then
dope.
if they're gonna pander to the home city, then get like a porn star to like guest host Mania. Like that's what Vegas is known for.
Sarah
someone-
J. Guest
Get
host
someone from the Bunny
WrestleMania.
Ranch to like be the
Shawn
fucking like
Michaels.
side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get
Oh,
small
shit.
hands to be like commentary.
Small hands.
Also now I know exactly who's who in this room because whoever reacted. Husky, you and I are gonna have a long conversation after this podcast is over because you laughed the loudest.
Yeah.
Yeah. He ain't hiding it. Shit.
It was a good HBO show.
If Pornhub had an FYP, I know that you and I would have very similar fucking
Oh my god.
similar streams. And it's okay, baby. I understand. I think
I'm just
broke
a big
Bree. I'm
fan
so
of his wife,
sorry.
okay?
I try and behave with Bree because she's like the really pretty girl that's like nice that I want to be friends with, but I just keep saying stupid shit.
It's because of us.
Oh, matter of fact, what's that movie with Jennifer Love Hewitt where she keeps walking into slow motion in every room?
Can't hardly wait.
That one. That's what Bree is for me. Bree's like so awesome
Aw.
that like she like comes in and it's slow motion and it's great, and then I immediately just trip over gravity. Like nothing happens.
Instantly,
And
we
I just fuck
always-
it up. And I'm like,
you
great.
hear-
So now Bree knows what my porn list looks like.
Chrissy,
Awesome.
Chrissy, don't worry about saying stupid things in front of Bree. She hangs out with me and Husky
She's
on a
used
regular
to it.
basis.
God love her.
Yeah, that's true.
She hangs out with me and Husky on a regular basis. She hears stupid shit.
Like cream pies.
Yep,
Yeah.
you're guilty.
The fact
Guilty.
that gimmick's gone on for 4 years is crazy.
Facts. But I think what's really cool about this one, though, is this story that they've been telling. Because you think this one's deep rooted. Because I mean, this is really like you could look back at WrestleMania 40. I mean, yes, Punk cost Drew the title, but ultimately the reason that title got lost is because Damian Priest cashed in his money in the bank. So Drew had his 5 minutes in front of the crowd that he has desired, he needed for his soul to win that championship in front of people, in front of his wife, and it was taken away from him. And it went to this man right here. So I mean, the story writes itself, you know.
Just a really
Drew's
quick
been on
shout
a
out.
crash out
to-
ever since.
I'm pretty sure she's all of our mutuals. Mother Ray on TikTok.
Yes. I love that.
She
Yeah.
so lovingly and beautifully put. All Drew had to do was kiss his fine ass wife and get the fuck out of there. But no, he had to stay.
This is a
All
fact.
Drew had to do was kiss his fine ass wife and go home to his fucking 5 cats. But no, he had to stick around.
Drew's crash out is his own goddamn fault.
And that's what I love about Drew and like what he's been doing. The work Drew McIntyre's been doing the past year, like
yeah.
is MVP style level work. Like if you asked me an MVP of each division from last year, I would say Drew for the men's and I'd say Liv for the women's. In all honesty, they're both of them killing it.
Oh yeah.
But man, this one's gonna be a good one. Like, I am so pumped for this. I'm so hyped for this. Like, and of course the aspect of this being a street fight. Who you think's walking out of Vegas with a win on this one? Because I feel like
Listen,
they both need it.
as a Puerto Rican from the Bronx, if Damien doesn't beat the fucking brakes off of Drew, like canonically, that shit, he won't be allowed back. They won't let him off the 6 train. They're gonna revoke all of his Yankees gear. Like, no. If Damien doesn't squash the fuck out of Drew McIntyre,
Not his Yankees.
like historically, they won't let him back. He'll become Dominican, like vicariously.
God damn it!
like you'll see, like what is it? There's a movie, I forget what happens, where they like take like the soul out of somebody and he just turns pale. I forget the name of the movie. Is it Roger Rabbit? It might be Roger Rabbit, where they like suck the color out of the characters.
Yeah,
They're gonna suck
Roger
all
Rabbit. What
Yeah,
type of
they're gonna-
Roger Rabbit are you watching? Fucking what? Like,
the dip, whatever they call him. Like they put the fucking animals in the
That guy
acid, they
at
take
the
them back
end.
out again, and they're
like,
just,
I don't
outlines
remember
of
fucking
themselves.
cartoon souls getting sucked out of them. Shit.
Yeah,
I
like
knew
they're gonna
maybe I was
revoke all
mostly
of
looking at
Damien.
Jessica Rabbit's tits in that one, but shit, I don't
Like
remember.
Damien Priest's birth certificate is gonna say Dominican Republic if he loses his fucking match.
God,
They're gonna revoke everything.
Can I
And
imagine
honestly,
that?
I think once again, just like with Roman and Punk, I feel like that fucking I prayed for times like this, Drew McIntyre was his pinnacle moment. I think that's what solidified him in wrestling history and really like cemented his mark. Damian Priest can't afford the loss. Drew can afford the loss because he's an amazing crash out. We know that. Damian can't afford this loss.
Sure.
Okay. So obviously you're picking Priest.
Just slightly.
Oh my god! You know what? Honestly, I was thinking Drew, but man, the way you painted that picture, like I don't know. I could flip a coin on this one. I don't know. I don't
I
know.
want
Like,
it to be bloody.
Yep.
I
That's
think
all I want.
there's a good possibility of there being some blood in this one. I wouldn't be shocked. You know,
The fact that it's called the Las Vegas, what the fuck is it? Like the Las Vegas
the
street
Sin
fight.
City
Sin
street
City.
fight.
Someone's gonna end up with like a showgirl headdress on. It's gonna be very Birdcage. They're gonna go behind the
Yeah,
curtains,
I love
come
that
back out.
movie.
They're gonna be in showgirls' outfits, be confused as to why.
I
Go
was
back.
not
There's gonna be
expecting-
like a magician and a dove and a hat and a rabbit.
I was not expecting a Birdcage reference.
I love Birdcage.
That movie's
Great
fucking
movie.
incredible.
Is that the Robin Williams movie?
Yeah,
Robin Williams and
fucking
Nathan
right
Lane?
it is. He's
Mhm.
chewing gum.
He's chewing gum.
Fucking.
That's fucking amazing.
I have lost track with all the amount of random references I didn't think would be made on a WrestleMania prediction show, but here we are.
All either gay or sex based, and I'm very proud of myself for that.
I'm proud of you for it too, my friend. This is
It's Pride
Phenomenal.
Month every month.
yes. Oh, but
Oh,
you know what? I'm gonna side with you. I want Priest to win. I'm gonna say Priest. I'm gonna listen to my heart. I want Priest. And
I'm making Bening and rice and beans that night if he fucking wins. Let me tell you, I'm gonna figure it out
because
in a
You're
Vegas
blowing
hotel
Mike's
room.
mind.
we will make that happen somehow if it happens, my friend. But the most important thing you said, I think, was this: is that like Drew can afford the loss. It ain't gonna, like you say, we've seen the crash out. If Drew loses here, so what? It's not gonna hurt him at all. So, Mike, what about you, buddy? Who you think's walking out?
Oh, I have Damien just because I'm loving to watch this Drew always losing crash out. I hope he never fucking wins a match again because crashing out Drew is fun.
I hope you get fucking buried the rest of your goddamn career.
Never wins a match again is fucking crazy. I think that's worse than I broke my neck. So what? That's fucking wild.
Petty.
You're counting the lights every fucking night, dog.
Dude, crashing out is so great.
Yo,
You
count.
don't even need to look at the call sheet. Just know that you're
Yeah.
losing always.
Yeah. Wow.
It doesn't matter where you are. Just lay down.
Have him lose to Hornswoggle. Outlaw
Jesus
his mania.
Christ, bro. Oh,
Why are you
my
bringing
God.
Swoggle into this?
He said, "I want Eugene to have a better win-loss record than Drew McIntyre."
First
Fucking
off,
hell.
Nick Dinsmore was a phenomenal wrestler, and he should have had a great wrestling record.
I love
Fuck Vince for
Eugene.
that character.
There
Yeah.
were stories of like kids going up to him and like telling him that like they felt seen as like special ed kids
Yeah,
because of the character.
think
That
that's
man,
awesome.
that man gets ice cream for the rest of his life.
it's a
100%.
gimmick that's
All the
always
toppings.
made me feel very conflicted.
What I love about this group is like we're talking about Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest, and somehow fucking Eugene gets mentioned. I don't know any other 5 people in this world where we could come to that crossroads.
I mean,
but
listen, I mentioned
I got
small
one.
hands, and like 3 of y'all looked up, so like
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Nah, facts.
100%.
Bree,
We
who
have
you
mentioned ZZW, Small Hands, and Eugene in one podcast, and I'm very happy for this.
Bree, who you got in this one?
Oh. And I do like that Drew crash out.
Fucking
Oh,
great.
man, I gotta go with, I think, Damian Priest.
Yeah. Husky.
Yeah, Punishment Martinez is catching the dub on this one.
Yes,
Please,
sir.
Which I say it all the time. I know why WWE changed the name for copyright or whatever, but Punishment Martinez is one of the greatest pro wrestling names of all time. And a Ring of Honor mark, so you know.
I was very fond of it. I agree. I'm with you.
I gotta watch more Ring of Honor stuff, man.
He was killer.
Oh, he was amazing. All right, now let's talk about this. Let's put them on the card match. I'm sorry, but I said when I said we've got the women's tag team titles match with Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez going up against the women's Intercontinental Champion, Lia Valkyria and Bayley. I just wish there was more of a different story to this other than you won a gauntlet and now you're getting a tag title shot. I mean, I get the story they're telling with Bayley and Lyra, but personally, I would have liked it if the rubber match between them was at Mania. I think that would have made more sense. And don't get me wrong, Liv deserves to be on the WrestleMania card. She absolutely fucking does. But I've never been a big fan of these, like, let's have a gauntlet match and let's just put 2 random wrestlers together. I don't like that. I want a more established tag team. And Bayley and Lyra, really, they're not an established tag team.
The storyline's going to come up after the match.
Yes. To me, this is just like, okay, let's get them on the card. Let's have a fun match. And it'll be a fun matchup, I think. But I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of hype going into this one. What do you guys think?
There are so many incorrect things with this picture. It's like it's making me uncomfortable. Like, first of all, Lyra not even having her title in the shot is insulting.
Oh my God, I didn't even notice.
Lyra
that.
does not have the title in the shot. That's one.
I thought it was around her waist, but I don't even think it even is.
It's not. No, this
not
is
even in the shot at all.
picture.
The fact that the mentor protege storyline is happening with Bayley and Lyra and not Bayley and Roxanne is fucking insane. They literally just palette swapped and said they're both short brunettes. They won't notice. Like, okay, that fucking makes sense. 1, that's 2, 3. The fact that Lyra got the IC championship and not Zelina Vega, because Lyra's been doing jack skiddly doddle nothing with it since she's fucking won. Not saying that Lyra is not talented. I'm a very big fan of Lyra. Lyra needed more time to cook in NXT. Lyra should have stayed down there. Roxanne should be the one that Bayley's having this feud with. I have a problem with how much people don't like Liv Morgan because she chooses to dress the way that she chooses to dress as a grown adult woman who wants to wear what she wants to wear. She's openly said that this is her wardrobe. She picks what she wants to wear, and then she works with the Glam Squad, and that's it afterwards. There's been a lot of talk recently, especially because of a Mickie James segment on that Legends show that I refused to watch because apparently Undertaker just doesn't like wrestlers with jewelry anymore, surprisingly out of nowhere. Yeah, like, this is a new day and age. Like, a woman should be able to feel comfortable with whatever she wants to wear, whether it's a full body suit that Raquel usually wears and looks amazing in, and that's what makes her feel hot and sexy and confident, or what Liv chooses to wear, which in turn also makes her feel hot, sexy, and confident. But she's getting told that she doesn't know what she's doing. She's a terrible promo. She's terrible in ring because she chooses to lean into the sexual appeal for character a little bit more.
So I'm gonna be oblivious to this. Who's saying that she's not like doing
A
good?
very large amount of the IWC. And don't get me wrong, when it was
my
Liv
God.
versus Rhea, it's always fun to hate somebody against Rhea.
That's like literally what it's like. How goddamn stupid are you? Like I thought about Jay, but if you think that about Liv, you need to just fucking give up. Just lock yourself in the fucking basement. Take
The
your fucking IWC, like take the computer away. Like just fuck off. You don't need to exist. I'm sorry. I just
No, you're good, baby.
mind-boggling to me that people.
But like the
fucking
last 2 years, really, Liv has improved so much.
Oh my God,
Liv
yeah.
has probably done some of the best character work. And I'm not talking about like in ring. In ring is her style, my personal style. No. Can I do anything she does? Also, no. So I'm gonna shut the fuck up, you know? But like the character work, the promo she did where it was her on the Titantron and it was against Rhea, and I'll never forget the outfit. It was a white tank top that looked like it was permanently wet. And it had the nipple piercings in the tank top. That shit was crazy. That was probably the best promo she did. And the fact that she was embodying like the pop princess like aesthetic for that to kind of juxtapose against Rhea's like emo fucking aesthetic as well. It was layers upon layers. And people just refuse to give her the credit. It's because she's out of their league and they're mad that they'll never bag. Who knows, you know? Same thing with Raquel Rodriguez. I personally feel like Liv and Raquel should be in separate matches on the card. And it totally would have made sense. You can start booking people that are not Rhea. You can start booking these women against people that are not the big four, you know, like Charlotte, fucking Becky, Rhea, and Bianca. There's other people now, and hopefully the Naomi and Jade match will fucking force WWE to start getting in their shit together. Like we have this gentleman on TikTok named Macho, and he literally said if we need to do a fucking DEI program where where it's mandatory to have one female main event every Mania, then that's what we got to do. Because the women should also have a main event. And if we need to make it just permanent that one of the main events has to be a women's main event, then fuck it. We're going to have to do it. Because WWE just forgets that they have these talented ass women. Bayley is my favorite 4 horsewomen. And now she's playing fucking babysitter to Lyra Valkyria. If she was going to be playing babies, where the fuck is Izzy? They're over here paying for everyone's fucking contracts. Book Izzy. This should be Izzy's storyline.
Yeah.
We waited for this girl to like get to college for over a decade. This is Izzy's storyline.
That's my thing. Lyra being in this makes no sense. If this was Lyra and Becky, I get that.
I was literally going to
Lyra
say this storyline's happening is because Becky Lynch isn't here.
Yeah. Which I have a few things about this match when it comes to Bayley, Lyra, and Becky.
Oh.
Okay.
Bayley's going to turn on Lyra.
You think so?
Raquel and Liv are going to win this match.
They did kind of tease that in the last match they had, didn't they? Yeah,
we're going to see a heel Bayley, and then the Friday night, we're going to see Bayley tell her that she wants that IC title. And then that's when Becky returns.
Okay. Interesting. The one thing I will say this, and Chrissy, I love you. I do gotta disagree with you on one thing. I think Lyra, like her run as IC champion, I've actually liked it because I feel like she's making it kind of the workhorse title for the women's division. Like Lyra in ring has been, in my opinion, I think she's phenomenal. I think like the stuff that she's doing, like that match she had this past Monday with Bayley was tremendous. And I think what would have made this all the more interesting if this matchup was a one-on-one with Lyra and Bayley, because at the end of the day, that's where we know this is going. So
real quick counterpoint, and I'm gonna let it go because I can go off of this forever. Give me 3 of your favorite male IC champions.
Bret Hart, Mr. Perfect, and I'm gonna say this Christian because I love Christian. So
all those three people can talk on the mic. Lyra can't. IC champion is not only the workhorse championship. IC championship is the showmanship championship. That's Michael's championship. That's Ziggler's championship. That's Miz's championship. The IC championship is a showman's championship. Lyra's amazing in ring. I'm not taking that away from her. And I'm not saying that Lyra doesn't have that capability of being really good on the mic. Giving this title with that kind of connotation connected to it to her when she wasn't 100% the package is an odd choice for me when Zelina Vega was literally right fucking there.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, I do love Selena, and I would have loved to seen her walk out with either the U.S. or the Intercontinental title. But yeah, I get it. I get what you're saying. I mean, I think it's inevitable where Selena's getting one of those championships at some point. I think at the end of the day, though, this one, Liv and Raquel are retaining. Like, I don't see this going any other way. What do y'all think?
Yeah. I agree with
I
that.
Agree.
Mike, are you looking at two hands or something over there?
No.
Two hands? Who the fuck is that?
Or what the fuck was it y'all said?
Small hands.
Small hands, whatever the fuck it was. I don't know.
No.
Cool. So now that takes Jeremy out of the lineup. Of,
Yeah. No.
You fucking
It
looking
was
at
me,
two
Husky,
hands over there?
like, no, I was talking to Alpha Zoe. He just got done with the match, and he was messaging me.
But no,
forgot y'all famous over here in PW6.
so
people know y'all.
We got our connections. So you say Raquel and Liv?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like we've talked about this matchup.
I think this is also one of the most obvious winners.
Yeah. Outside of Jacob on night one, yeah, I agree. Yeah, I totally agree. This one, I'm excited about this one, y'all.
Yeah.
Fatal 4-way for the Intercontinental Championship. Braun Breaker against Dominic Mysterio, against Finn Balor, against Penta. There's so many cool things going on in this one. Penta getting his first WrestleMania, a WrestleMania moment. Like, man, the story here with the Judgment Day. I mean, I think at the end of the day, this is going to be a pivotal moment in them breaking off. But I'm gonna go ahead and say it now. I'm calling it. Dirty Dom is walking out with that IC title at WrestleMania.
If it's not Dirty Dom, I'm walking off the stream.
There you
and
go.
I said walking.
He said it. You heard him.
God damn it, Mike.
Like,
yeah, I love y'all. If it's not Finn Balor, I'm slitting my fucking wrists. Like, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore.
Would you be upset if Penta won?
Not. Yeah, if I'm gonna be real, if it's anyone but fucking Fergal Devitt, I'm jumping off the top of the stadium. Like, I'm done. You have one of the original leaders of the fucking Bullet Club. You have Carnage himself. You have Jack the Ripper in London. You have all of this in this one package. And because he injured himself one time, you've never put him in the spotlight again. Crazy. Like, if it's not Finn fucking Balor, I'm hanging myself from the rafters. I can't do this anymore, Jeremy. I'm losing my mind.
Theory with that, because I think you get the Judgment Day splintered off, but I think that means Finn moves on to bigger and better things. I think Finn becomes a viable challenger for either the world. You could, like, assuming if, let's say, Jey Uso walks out the world champion, he could easily be like a foil for Jey Uso. And if for some reason, if whatever happens in the WWE title matchup, if Cody's there, then I mean, Cody and Finn feuding, I would love to see that. I think he's gonna cement himself as a main event guy after this, but I think if you put the IC strap on him, I don't think he gets to that next level, in my opinion. And the reason I say he's already held it, it's like, what more could we do there with it? So,
I'll take that. That was really good. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, but also too, I mean, Braun Breaker's been on a roll here lately, and my God, that fucking spear against Carlito where he murdered him. Jesus.
You mean the gunshot? Like,
yeah. I've never seen anybody with that type of speed and athletic. Like Braun Breaker is like, he's scary, dude. He is scary.
Listen, I can't listen. Like all y'all here pretty. All y'all don't wear makeup. I understand Bree's flawless. She wouldn't need it. Y'all have amazing skin. I can't trust a man that doesn't blend in his fucking like bronzer from his face to his neck. Like he looks different shades all the time. All the time. And I feel like he knows. And if you can't call that out for yourself, how can I trust you calling a match? Like I don't do it. I can't do it. Y'all saying Dom, when y'all all said it at the same time, I'm like, fuck, they're probably right. And I wouldn't be mad at it. I just, man, Black and Gold Finn Balor is in my soul.
You gotta think of it this way. Look at all of the trials and tribulations that Dominic Mysterio's been through the past couple years. I mean, think of all, like being in jail, going through the bullshit with his deadbeat dad, Breigh.
This is his first Mania without Ray in it, like involved at all.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. See, he's finally jumping out of the shadow of his deadbeat father. And he could potentially, or no, he not could. He will. He is going to walk out with the Intercontinental Championship. And I'll tell you this, he's going to be a greater Intercontinental Champion than Rey Mysterio ever was. I love you, Ray. But at the end of the day, Dom is the future, okay?
Some crazy shit right now, dog.
Ray was never really one for title holds.
Yeah,
chasing,
true.
yes.
That's a
once he won
fact.
them, not the
And
best.
you're right. He was never one for that and one for being there for his son. So I think Dom is winning this. He's walking out with the championship gold. And it's just going to be, he's going to walk out with the girl. I mean, because it's Dirty Dom, man. It's Dirty Dom. And he's going to walk out with a fucking another like deal with like fucking, I don't know,
Wingstop.
he's got Wingstop already.
He's gonna do
Tyson chicken
Wingstop
tenders.
and
Saxby's.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Buffalo Wild Wings. He's gonna walk out with all the chicken strip deals.
Chrissy,
Sometimes you just know when a parent didn't beat their kid's ass enough, and I think that's the case with Dominic Mysterio.
100%. He also XLJ. He did a promo for a hot chicken place in Indianapolis.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah,
He
I want
did.
to check
He
that
did.
place out.
He did
Yeah,
a spot
yeah.
at World Famous Hot Boys.
Yeah, Hot Boys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Like
Hot Boys.
I was on their Instagram and I was just like, I know that dude. And he's like, yo, this is Dominic Mysterio, and I've eaten a lot of chicken tenders, but these are really fucking good. Like,
just
why did he sound Brooklyn?
I don't know.
That boy acts like he doesn't eat his chicken tenders either dry or only with ranch. Don't tell me he goes to places that have other sauces.
Oh no, he was dipping it in ranch because he is permanently 11 years old.
Yeah.
I eat my chicken tenders and ranch.
I do from Wingstop. The fucking Wingstop ranch fucks hard.
Wingstop has the best ranch.
It
I've
is
never had
hard.
Wingstop,
And I'm
so
not a
yeah.
ranch guy, but I agree. The ranch from there is good. Yeah.
The blue cheese is pretty good too.
Yes, it is.
I could slather
I'll do
myself
shots
in the
of it.
blue cheese, dude. I love that fucking blue cheese.
I was
How
straight up
neither of
shopping
y'all
on blue
have
cheese. They're
like
crazy
dealt with
good.
like cardiac arrest is highly surprising.
Yeah, I'm from the Midwest.
We're from
so
the
it's okay.
We're from the Midwest.
We're
That's
used
just
to
pumping in
shit.
our
Y'all
veins,
said
baby.
cheese
Dude.
curds and maple syrup. Y'all said
No, I was literally, I shit you not. I was about to mention fucking cheese curds. Like, you're in my head.
Listen, Chrissy, darling, our state sandwich is a fried pork chop that is the size of a goddamn hubcap.
Oh yeah, and like white onions on a fucking martin or on like a fucking potato roll, and that's all it is. I've seen it. I know it.
Tenderloin.
Yeah.
And our pie is a sugar cream pie.
I know your people's cuisine, Husky.
Ooh.
And I honestly said
need a
that, Breigh, not
BPC real
intending the
bad.
cream pie joke.
It
but I'm
actually is.
yeah, legit. It's the sugar cream
that
pie.
is-
That's our
100%, yeah.
They could have just said buttermilk pie because it's the same thing, Breigh, but they found a
That's
way to
sweet.
put cream in your
It's sweet
vicinity as they
sugar.
He
usually
found a
do.
way to slide it in.
Well, we here in
You do that
Indiana, here you and Husky can attest to this. We here in Indiana, we love our cream pies.
Mhm.
That
And
was
you
We
went
wild.
will
sliding
cream
it
pie
in?
all
Because that
day.
was wild. Bree, I can't believe you said it.
And our neighbors to the north, Michigan, we love you. But we
To the
we love
north,
our,
Miss Michigan.
or not north. Oh Jesus Christ, I fucked that up.
You,
You're somewhere in there.
have you
you're-
looked at the map recently? My
No,
God.
I
Michigan's
haven't.
above
And I'm,
Indiana, dude.
to my credit, I will say this: I'm going on 3 hours of sleep. So,
Oh,
but
baby.
nonetheless,
um,
how
I was
did we
gonna
get
say
on
something.
Cream?
but no, I can't
Yeah,
remember.
we're
Oh,
something
Chris,
about this.
I was about to say Finn's gonna win the IC title in a few months because I'm pretty sure Dom's gonna pin Finn and then they're gonna feud.
Ooh, you know what? Yep, fuck it. Give me that. Give me
I
that.
can
Give me
see
that. Just
that.
so I can see Finn specifically whip Dominic Mysterio's ass. Yep, take it.
And
Yeah.
I will say this: I don't think Braun Breaker eats the pin in this one, but he drops.
Oh
the belt.
no, it's Penta. Penta eats the pin if it's not Finn.
See, I think I think Mike
Ooh.
painted the perfect picture. I think Dom gets the pin on Finn. I think Finn's eating the pin. I'm sorry, but I think that's how this got to go. And I don't think it hurts him because I think this builds again to like a kind of like a Damian Priest type of thing. So, or not Damian Priest,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, a Drew McIntyre type of thing.
I was gonna say, but like, don't forget, we also thought that we were gonna get the Damian fucking Finn crash out that we wanted, and we really never got it.
Yeah,
in
never got
full.
that either.
That's
Yeah.
true.
We also thought that we were gonna get Miz Dow versus Miz, and that's just in my dreams now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not
Oh
wrong
yeah,
there,
they
my
never
friend.
did feud.
Yeah.
So weird.
Well, I think this is another match on the card that I think this is. I'm really excited for this.
This is
because
match of the night. This is
I
going
think
to be
so.
match of the
This
I'm
is
not
a
even-
great 4-way. This
Unless
is
they
great.
fucking bring Eddie Guerrero back to life for the fucking John Cena Cody Rhodes match, this is going to be best worked match of the night.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think so.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in total agreement, my friend. Oh my God, here we are. It's the main event. This, if ever there's a match that is worthy of a WrestleMania main event, this is it right here, folks. It writes itself. Cody Rhodes and John Cena for the undisputed WWE Championship and what will be John Cena's last WrestleMania main event, his last WrestleMania match. This is it. You've heard the man. Like, his time is running out. This is it. This is your last chance to see him. And what they've done here by rolling the dice and presenting this story with John Cena working as this heel, I personally, I love it. I don't care what anybody says. Like, I have thoroughly enjoyed what John Cena has been spitting out on the mic every time he gets it. Like, I like how this story has transitioned. Originally, we were talking about his disdain for the fans and just how they've mistreated him over the years. To
He's very much a gaslighting boyfriend.
right, yeah, and then just going to like turn to get like. The pivotal moment for me was in London between these two, with that back and forth promo between these two, man. And then like Cody's been doing a hell of a job keeping the story relevant. I think I love the segment he did on SmackDown where he had all the belts in the ring with him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and
Eddie
I love,
Guerrero shout out made me cry.
yeah. And then I love how he was pointing out about the spinner belt and stuff. Like this is like, God damn, this is like the cinematic Marvel universe. Like, just like there's so much cool shit that like is gonna come out of this. I think. What are your all thoughts on the main event?
This is going to be very interesting.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't see John winning it.
Yeah, it's tough. This is tough to pick. I could see this going either way, honestly.
I think Cody wins, and the rest of this year, John Cena has to redeem himself to all of us. And I think, because the thing is, I think December's pay-per-view is Ruthless Aggression, is what it's called.
Yeah, that's been teased. I don't know if that's actually officially been announced yet.
If it is, we get Cena Rock 3.
Yep.
His last match is going to be against The Rock.
I agree with that.
See, with me, I'm thinking like the Bizarro verse version of Husky. I think Cena wins and he goes on a tour of his greatest opponents to see if they can beat him for the belt, to be the one to take the final belts count away from John. And then his final, because like what we said, we're not sure what the name of the pay-per-view is going to be called. If it's called Ruthless Aggression, fucking amazing. But it's going to be in his hometown, more likely than not. It's like this is your life segment of opponents. And then the very last opponent is what John has always been accused of not doing. And it's going to be him giving one of the newer guys a rub. And that can be Mello, that could be Dom, that could be Trick, that could be anybody. But I think it's going to be a veterans run up until that very last match. And that very last match for me, what I really, really, really want his very last match to be, and it's going to be a fucking shout into the sky, is Punk. That's what I want John's last match to be. I want the shot of Punk going through the crowd, taking the title, blowing John a kiss, and then leaving John in the center of the ring by himself. So it gets Punk out of there, and it gives John that last 10-minute moment of just him soaking it all in.
Interesting. I think among the lines, kind of like what Husky was saying, I think the last match is with The Rock, but this is what I think is going to probably happen because, man, I am so 50-50 on this. But I think the more I've thought about this, I think John Cena has to win. Because I think John Cena breaks the record, but I do think you get a redemption story midway through this run because I think he holds the belt. I'm going to say maybe SummerSlam, drops it back to Cody, and then he kind of has this coming of like, was it really worth it? You know, kind of like what they did in like Avengers, you know, where the little Gamora asked Thanos, like, was it worth it or whatever, you know? Like he has that moment, but then he like thinks his mind, like, holy shit, like I fucked up, like I shouldn't have done this, you know? Like, was it worth it to have the title for that shorter period of time or whatever period of time? And now Cody's on top and I didn't accomplish what I said where I was going to walk away with this and stuff. And I think you get some inner crisis and conflict with John Cena. And I totally agree with you too, Chrissy. I think we're going to get a greatest hits with John Cena because I think he's going to work with Randy. I think he's definitely going to work with Punk at some point. Seth, hell, probably even Roman at some point too. But I think that we get the redemption arc at the very end, and I think it's all going to be rooted in like why I did this, like who was that voice in my ear who convinced me to do this? The Rock, and I think that's why you get Rock and Cena at Cena's last match, and also too you set the trilogy, you end the trilogy right between them. But I'm not going to be shocked if Cody walks out with the belt, and I'm not going to be shocked if Cena walks out with the belt. But here's the thing, this match is so compelling with John Cena working as the heel. Do we get some type of finish like we got last year at WrestleMania 40? Because there's high expectations that, like, to follow this up, you almost need like this crazy cameo Avengers in-game type of finish. Because I do think Rock will be there.
I don't think it's going to be as big, but I think 2 or 3 people might show up.
Well, I think I see what you're saying, and I agree to a certain extent, but I do think we're going to rectify something that should have been done last year. And you get, I think Stone Cold Steve Austin makes an appearance at the end of this match.
I mean, he was like 10 minutes away from the arena. He better be there.
I think this is the only way. And plus, remember, he is going to be in the Hall of Fame too. He's getting inducted.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, just like really quickly in terms of what you were saying about like the cameos and having to kind of match last year's energy. These two gentlemen are probably the highest of being accused of not being able to work, you know, like 5 moves of doom and, you know, like they don't know what they're doing. They're just showmans. I think this is the match where they have to work. No fireworks, no pomp and circumstance, just hands. Just moves.
You know what?
This
If
is
that
this
happens,
has to be that match
I
to
love
prove
that.
that both of these gentlemen are more than what the internet says they are.
Mm-hmm.
This has to be the worked match between this has to be both of their best worked matches. And Cody's worked in other places. Cody's worked in New Japan. Cody showed that he could do that style of match. John really hasn't. This is John's opportunity to tell everyone to fuck you and shut the fuck up by putting on a quote unquote Meltzer 5-star, which technically I think the first 5-star match that Meltzer gave WWE was John and Punk.
Him and Punk, yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, the thing is like there's different styles of wrestling, and obviously the WWE style is a lot different than any other style in pro wrestling. But at the end of the day, it's a classic style. It's a storytelling, and I don't want to harp on this or anything, but you don't need a succession of like a million super kicks or you know all these high spots and stuff. Like, tell me a story in the ring that like is logical. It makes sense, and that's what these two are going to do. I think they're going to put on a clinic. I am so excited for this. Hell, I'm going to shoot straight with y'all. I'm going to keep it as real as fuck with you. This match right here, this is the reason why I literally spent $700 fucking dollars on a ticket to go to WrestleMania, and that's a shoot. Like, to go because I want to see this match that bad. That's what I am so hyped. I'm so ready for this. And
I'm not gonna lie, the only reason why I'm even going to this Mania is strictly for the most selfish reason ever, where it's the beginning of my wedding season, and it's very exciting. And to close the chapter on my old life, my ex's favorite wrestler was John Cena, and just to guarantee that I'm gonna be at John Cena's last Mania and he isn't, that is gonna quell
God,
the
you're
very
petty. I
last
fucking love this.
missing me, and now I can move on with my life and live happily and not like a negative person. But if there was
Christy,
one
you're my
thing I
new
was
favorite
gonna
person.
is here for this.
Yeah,
That's
I am.
amazing.
Yeah, I like I say, I could see this going either way, but my gut is telling me John's walking out, and I think John breaks the record. I just got this feeling. I don't know. Mike, what about you, buddy?
Oh, John's winning. He's gonna go. I very much do believe in the team corporate thing because Rock paid for that copyright, and I think John has a major part in that.
Rock paid for the copyright. Oh god.
Or the whatever you want to call it.
It's
Trademark.
gonna be the logo is gonna be just an open laptop that just says Team Corporate on it, and that's it. Or like a stock market ticker.
Oh
that
God.
fucking says Team Corporate on it. Oh,
Oh,
He did
dear
it.
God. Don't give them any ideas.
You put
don't
those
give me
things
Team
out.
Corporate unless Shane McMahon's connected. That's all I'm saying.
I would love that just so I can hear that theme song.
Here we
He
Oh,
can
here
go.
bust
comes
two
the money
quads
or
again.
whatever.
Yeah,
Here we
here
go.
comes-
So,
Such a great
Chrissy,
song.
who are you? Did you say? I'm sorry. Did you?
Yeah,
you were-
it's going to John. In
you
my
think
opinion,
it's John,
going
right?
to John.
Okay, yeah. Breigh, what about you?
See, I kind of went the opposite. I just picked Cody.
I hope. Deep down, I kind of hope you're right because the petty. You talk about pettiness. Petty in me is like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't want you breaking this record. I want Rick holding this record.
You
and
broke my heart, John.
Yeah, you broke up with me. Well, fuck you. Okay. You know how many goddamn fucking things of Ben and Jerry's I've ate since you broke up with me? Huh? That's on you.
I mean, also, let's not forget that, like, WWE turned John Cena heel, expecting for, like, people to sob and fucking, like, cry in the streets. Everyone said, okay, and also turned heel with John Cena.
Yeah.
The fan base turned heel with
Ride
John
or
Cena.
die.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure, like, it's giving very when Becky turned on Charlotte and they were certain that they were going to turn on Becky, forgetting that people didn't like Charlotte, and then Becky turned into the man.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right.
It's like the whole thing with Austin, like we mentioned earlier. Nobody wanted it. Fucking John Cena's heel now. It's like, Okay.
Well, I already bought this shirt, so
We're still wearing the shirt, John. Fucking try harder.
One thing I will respect about Cena too is how he came out and said, like, I am not changing my gear. I'm not changing my music. Fuck you. This is who I
he
am.
said you don't get nothing new.
You get nothing new. Like, this is what you wanted. Well, tough shit.
The design was made. The color swaps have happened already for the states I'm going to be in. Y'all are going to suck
And
this
I
shit
am
up
still
and
going to
like
be.
it.
People are going to buy my merch because it's going to be rare. And how ingenious is it by them to have like a different shirt at every different town? I mean, that's just
It's
fucking.
fucking godly.
It's
Yeah.
giving
yeah.
it's giving the Suplex City shirts.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Another amazing fucking bit of marketing.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
But I'm so hyped for this matchup. I'm glad this is what our main, because honestly, in my mind going into this Mania, I was hyped, but I knew 40 was like just a once in a lifetime. It's never going to be replicated, right? And I think this isn't necessarily going to be like better, but it's not going to be worse. I mean, this is just it's something. This WrestleMania to me feels like it's just a separate entity from 40. Like we're still in that era, this new age era, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But I don't know. I'm really hyped for this, and the fact that this is John's last Mania match. I mean, this is just it's going to be so cool being there. Cannot wait to be in Vegas. But in closing here, as we wrap up this long WrestleMania prediction show, and we thank you so much for joining. If you're still watching, thank you so much. We appreciate you, your support. But do y'all have any closing thoughts on WrestleMania? Any big surprises? What do you think is going to be the match of the weekend?
Ooh.
Well, can I just say something WrestleMania in general?
Yeah, of course.
Technically, this WrestleMania is like the 10th anniversary that I started getting into wrestling, so I think it's kind of pretty special and pretty cool.
Yay,
Nice.
Breigh!
Yay,
Fuck
happy
yeah.
anniversary. And
Thank you,
also-
ex-husband.
Because legitimately, if Breigh didn't get into wrestling, she wouldn't have joined the fucking clock app, which means that we would not have found each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
And-
guess, yeah, thanks to your ex-husband, because
I mean,
Oh.
Breigh
Well,
already
fuck
knows.
you for everything else
Breigh
you've
already
done.
knows. I'll adopt the kids real easy. All you need to give me
Kids,
is
wrestling,
is a
at least
paper and a pen.
Yeah. And also, too, you got a shout out. We got a birthday girl coming up here soon as well. So,
Well, in an hour, 25 hours.
Oh, yeah.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, in the middle of WrestleMania week.
Yay!
I will say this. I
Well,
think
we getting fucked up mania.
I do find that like this WrestleMania, especially WrestleMania Sunday, is so fascinating to me because it's like you have literally 3 holidays.
Mhm.
You have, of course, it's Easter, of course, it's WrestleMania Sunday, and it's 420.
Yes,
I mean-
sir.
Vegas
I
is gonna
mean-
get lit.
Oh God, I hope I can remember this. I'm going to remember this. Do y'all have any closing thoughts here on WrestleMania this year?
No.
So I have
Mike's like, I
two.
gotta eat, motherfucker. No.
So I've only ever been to one other Mania, and that was 35. I know most of y'all know the story that I was behind the Titantron for basically all of that Mania, and this is
You got better seats this time, right?
oh hell yeah, because
Yeah.
I have a way better fiance this time around. I upgraded everything. But yeah, like this means a lot more because I'm going into it with you guys as friends. I'm going into it being able to meet Jer in person.
Yes,
and
I'm so excited about that.
Stop, because when I tell you when I love hard, and I love that set of glasses so much. I really, really do. You've allowed me to get close with the PW60 family and the Wreckage family and everything else, and y'all have taken me in, have just been the sweetest to me. I fucking love y'all so much. Thank you so much for just allowing me to associate with y'all and not like denying that we're friends in public. I super appreciate that. But yeah, like I love you guys to death, and it's things like this that make me remember why I loved wrestling in the first place. And from the bottom of my heart, I love you guys and thank you guys for everything you've done for me in this past year. Jer knows how bad my last venture with wrestling went, and I almost didn't continue. And then y'all showed up and made me stay and made me realize that this is something that's worth, like fighting for.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Yeah.
I love you all. And my final question is, which main event are you more excited for? The 3-way or John Cena's last Mania match?
The 3-way.
Three-way.
The 3-way.
That's tough.
I desperately need Chicago Phil to win, but I think Heyman's gonna fuck him.
I am really hyped for the 3-way, but to me, this WrestleMania is about, like, I hate to say this, but to me, in my mind, it's John Cena's last WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Like, nobody else can say that, right?
Yeah,
like, it's not
true.
going to be. That's what it's about. So to me, it's Cody and Cena. It is going to go down in the annals of time, I think, as like fuck Terry Bollea, but Hogan and Andre. It's going to go up there with Brett, Shawn. It's going to go up there with Austin and Rock as far as like main events. I think it's going to be one of those iconic WrestleMania main events that we talk about years to come.
I do also think that it's very symbolic that on the same Mania that John's having his last match is the very same Mania that Punk is having his first main event at Mania.
Right.
Well, that's pretty wild, too.
So I think that's also very symbolic as well.
Yeah, and also think of this too as well. Literally, John Cena's last WrestleMania is the 20-year anniversary of John Cena winning his first WWE championship.
Really?
You got to think about that? Yeah, because he won it at 21.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
How crazy is that?
Wow.
That great match with JBL. I love that.
That's crazy. I didn't even
And then
think of that.
one more thing we forgot to point out. I'd like to acknowledge this as we're wrapping up here. A lot of records being potentially broken are being broken, and one of those is the fact that Roman Reigns is going to break the record of working the most main events in WrestleMania history.
Wow.
So, yeah, he is officially with this one. I think it was at 10. I think this is his 10th main event.
Wow.
So, congratulations to Roman Reigns. And anytime anybody breaks a piece of shit like Terry Bollea's record, I fucking love it, and I'm here to support it because I got to get one more in. Fuck you, Terry. I hope you fucking rot in hell, you piece of shit. Anyways, thank you so much for joining us on our WrestleMania prediction show. And as we close out here, we do got to do a quick plug-a-palooza. Husky, tell us where they can find you, brother.
You can find me on TikTok at HuskyRoads912. If you want to know what I'm listening to while I'm at the gym, you can follow me on Instagram at TheHuskyRoads. I make music under the name Dormir. I'm making a weird ambient drum and bass record right now with my homie Sleeve. I also have a band called Widow River. We were supposed to play our first show last weekend, but our bass player nearly lost a finger at work. He's fine. He's fine.
Hardcore.
So we're working on that. We're about ready to record too. Also, you can catch me, Breigh, and Mike whenever Netflix pulls his head out of its ass and gets Raw on there for Queen's Court, where we do Monday Night Raw from beginning to end. Also, you can catch me doing Husky's Hot Takes right here on PW60 and any other random shows that pop up here and there. Speaking of like La Familia, I did a show with Richie Mars on his podcast talking about the Main Event Mafia. That was fun. So go back and listen to that.
No, was it? It was the Main Event Mafia. Oh, no, never mind. The Main Event Mafia is great. I was thinking of Aces and Eights.
Yeah, fuck Aces and Eights. Yeah.
How dare you disparage the name of Scott Steiner by talking about Aces and Eights?
Well, Husky, there is a 78% chance that there's a 10% chance that there's a 25% chance that he doesn't know what you were talking about. So that could be why.
You got fat asses. Sorry, I had to get that.
Samoa Joe, you fat. But yeah, that's where you can find me.
Excellent. Our tribal queen Breigh, please tell us where we can find you.
Oh, let me think. You can find me on TikTok under Tribal Queen Breigh, Instagram Breigh.stout. Here, when I do my tidbits of the week, where this week I might actually be going to Vegas to tell off Triple H. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
And Also, you can find me when we do Queen's Court over at World Championship Wreckage, and then whatever else, because we always seem to do other people's shows but our own.
Facts.
And we love you for it.
True.
Girl, I
It's a
felt
true
that in
statement.
my chest.
But remember, it's because of Netflix, though. So fuck Netflix.
Damn you, Netflix.
Damn you. Chrissy, please tell us where we can find you.
All right, babies. My name is Christy Tina across all social media platforms. Please make sure that you check me and my podcast partner, Pat the Wise Man, out on the Lejos Familia podcast, which will be coming to a streaming platform near you very soon, more likely than not, a little bit after Mania. Also, because your girl's not spoiled enough, I'm finally gonna make this shit fucking happen. I'm meeting this hot ass babe in person on Saturday. I'm getting bosom, y'all. I don't give a fuck what happens. I'm gonna make sure it happens, and then if I pass out, you know what? I'll die fucking happy. It's gonna fucking happen. But yeah, wrestling helps dreams come true. And as a little kid who really didn't have any friends growing up, knowing that I have these amazing people here who are willing to associate and speak with me and spend 2.5 hours and counting talking to me about this sport that we love so dearly really makes me want to go back in time and let her know, little 13-year-old me, know that it gets better. It does get better. And I love y'all so damn much. And yeah, I say, me personally, Jer, the next time we did the podcast, we had Pat strip for you. If you can get one of these three to strip for me on the next one, I totally wouldn't fight that at all.
Okay. Y'all heard it. Queen's Court.
I mean, also,
Cross.
Husky and I have been talking on the side, and we're going to have a podcast coming up soon where we compare Pornhub playlists.
This is actually...
And we're just going to see how many small hands videos that we have that line up that are the same.
If I can speak for my pops here for a moment, if you do that, can you please have Best Gout and I on? Because that,
I mean, who
that
knows?
Would be a wild
he may be into, I'm more of a storyline girl. I love a good, beginning, middle, end. I was a huge co-ed confidential girly, for those who know. And I feel like the most way you can get to know somebody is through food and music and other various forms of media taste.
And pornography.
Listen, I'm an AEW fan. I'm here for the action, not the storyline.
Baby, listen, I'm a fan of Tony Storm. I'm also here for the action.
Let's go.
And not the storyline.
Oh, dear God. Mike, tell us where we can find you.
I'm trying to catch my breath right now.
I know, right?
Oh my gosh. Well, you can catch me here on Cold TV every other week, every other Thursday, learning the ropes with XOJ and B-Roll, and then you can catch me Queen's Court when we are able to do our show. Every once in a while, you can catch me on Off the Top Media and River City Radio when they need me. MJ DePlessis 1992 on all social media platforms.
There you go. And don't forget, we are going to have not one, not two, but 3 of the most amazing weeks coming up here on Colt TV. Of course, next week, we will kick it off, our WrestleMania week, with a special live episode of Pro Wrestling 60. It's our WrestleMania weekend recap. You're going to want to tune in for that. And that kicks off our WrestleMania week, where you'll see exclusive vlogs from my time in WrestleMania. You'll see a vlog on night 2 of WrestleMania and so much more. The week after that is going to be loaded. One of the most ambitious things I think we've done to date. It is going to be our very special collective week, where you will see vlogs on all of the shows I'll be attending, which I think is 12. I think last time I counted. It's a lot. It's a lot, folks.
Fucking trooper, my boy.
Yeah. It's
Jeremy out here getting bitches and working hard. That's what Jeremy's doing.
You're goddamn right. And then the week after that will be our very special Squared Circle Expo week, where we'll be at Squared Circle Expo next weekend in Indianapolis. So if you're there, come and see us. Stop by our table, say something to us. And if you are in Vegas for WrestleMania and you see me, stop and say something. Say, hey, we'd love to talk some wrestling with you. But in closing, I want to say this. WrestleMania the most important thing and the coolest thing about it all is just how it brings us all together, because this right here, it's all about family. It's all about the love. And I love each and every one of you dearly. I thank you so much for, being a part of this, being a part of Cole TV and everything we do here. And I cannot wait until we're all in a room together one day watching some wrestling, because that it's so cool. That's what's brought us all together, and that's what bond us together, and that's what this is about. So whether you're in Vegas, you're not in Vegas, you're at a party, you're watching with your friends online streaming, you've got a party, whatever, just enjoy that. Cherish that moment, because that's what it's all about, folks, right there, is the bond that you create with your friends and your family. That being said, we thank you so much for joining us here on our WrestleMania prediction show. And as always, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Everybody have an awesome WrestleMania week.